anymore, but it's the same 3 songs that's saved. And then I just give up. I give up, and I always end up staring at the seat.
There's literally a Seinfeld
I
episode where
can't
Elaine.
sleep. I can't sleep on a plane.
That's what like causes Elaine to break up with Putty. Is like she's like already on the verge of it, and they're on a flight, and she's just like, "Are you just gonna sit there the whole time?" He goes, "Yeah," and she goes, "Do you want something to eat?" He goes, "No." And she goes, "I can't take it anymore."
They did a curve on that one too.
Yeah,
Jeff Garland just
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
coast to
stairs,
coast,
yeah.
Like when I went on that trip to Israel, they had like movies and shit set up for me. I was like, I watched it and that was good. But most of the time I buy Spirit, and there ain't goddamn thing set up for me.
No, just you in the seat in front of you.
Yeah.
Are you
Gotta
thinking?
get an iPod Classic or something.
Are you thinking when it's happening, or are you just so zoned out that it's just you're just there?
I'm usually very aware
It's kind of zen.
of, just like hanging out and being like, man.
I want to call that hanging out.
But in my mind, I get stuck at the airport and all that. I'm always just like, I'm just seeing people looking around, people watching, I guess.
Yeah.
That's like what I'm trying
When
to
on the
say.
flight, you're just
Do you have the fucking anybody got TSA pre-check?
No.
no.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Fly Spirit, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you
Not every time, all right?
No,
Let's
I'm a
not
Spirit
get
every
crazy
time
here.
guy. I'm a Spirit every time type of guy.
JetBlue's the best.
No way, American.
No, JetBlue's.
Dude, man.
American,
you can
baby.
fly out of Fort Lauderdale to fucking Puerto Rico,
like-
$89 round trip, dude.
I feel like a
amazing.
douchebag with the clear pass, but then I'm
Oh,
flying
yeah. That's
Spirit
great.
or Frontier.
Yeah, I signed up for Clear, but it scares me too much.
Scared.
with the retinals.
I don't like the retinal scan. I did that, and but sometimes the Clear line is super long too. But we did it, and afterwards, my dad goes, "What are you fucking retarded? Why are you doing that?" He's like, "Don't give them your eyeballs."
You got the lighter?
Because he didn't know what you were doing. Because it was like right when it started, and he was like, "What'd they make you and your sister do?" And I was like, "Let's scan my eyeballs." And I've never seen so much disappointment in my father's face. It's like, just giving them everything you want, aren't
Stuck
you?
with him, so he's like, I'm not doing it.
Yeah. And I was like,
They
"You're an
already
idiot."
got you once, dude.
I told him
They
after, I was like,
already
I
got
kind of
your
regretted that. And he was like, "Yeah, you're an idiot." I don't like it. I'm sure they already have it anyway, but it's like, but it's me voluntarily giving them it is a whole nother
Yeah. You-
level of
You seen how they say it's happening in Africa, where they give out this retinal scan for and they give you part of a Bitcoin, and it's just lines and lines of
What?
all these African people fucking. In the
Why don't they
middle
do it for at
of
least
nowhere,
part of like a sandwich
just
or
so
something?
China could scan
Damn.
their eyes, dude?
Couple
It
water.
is.
What are they? Yeah, what are they
It's
doing with a
weird.
part of a Bitcoin?
I don't know, dude, but some sort of that's what they
What
that's,
is-
that's what the
Some
thing told
dude
me
in
in
a
the
hut.
video.
Some dude in a hut who can't even access the Bitcoin.
It's like
You got access to a computer.
crazy, dude. It's crazy
They
seeing.
probably
the
thought
lines.
Bitcoin was some sort of meal.
Yeah, this will get you 1 million chickens down at the
Yeah.
market.
All right. Well, how do I use it?
That's what the pastor told them. They're all for it.
Yeah.
You gotta get this Bitcoin, guy.
Fluctuation of chickens to,
Yeah,
to Bitcoin.
They just hand them a hard drive
The
after, and they go,
volatility of that.
and then
Plug it into your back, bro.
yeah, exactly, and then yeah, one of the African kids is just chewing on it, and they're like, no, that's 48 sandwiches.
That you can't touch because you have no access.
Eating a flash drive. He's like swallows it whole. He's like fucking full for a week.
Oh yeah, it takes them 2 hours to walk to the market, and the
Yeah.
time, the time that it takes to walk to the market, 48 sandwiches goes to one sandwich
Yeah,
real
right.
quick.
I have Bitcoin.
And it's crazy because China's doing it. They're the ones that are, like,
you heard
scanning everyone's eyes over
Oh,
there.
they
Yeah, you
they
heard-
do the social justice whatever.
Yeah, you heard China like if you
Social credit
if you,
system.
If you jaywalk and shit,
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
you
yeah.
are in trouble.
Yeah, they'll blast their picture up on
Yeah.
like stuff and be like, "Look at this loser, he's jaywalking."
Yeah.
And then and then I mean, eventually the idea is then like you'll go to buy a car or something and be like, "Nah, I jaywalked that one time. You don't get shit."
That's true.
I like that. Yeah,
You like it?
yeah, it just kind of gives you
I mean,
like
you'd
a
be fucked, dude.
Yeah.
You'd be-
No
we'd
way.
be
I
all-
like
You'd definitely
I
be
like the
fucked.
concept of it. I mean,
They'd be like, "This guy hadn't paid his taxes, and your social credit score is gonna be so low."
Yeah.
no, but if the idea, what if it just gave you just overall score. Like if you did something like you help someone change a tire, then
I don't
you
think
get
it
a little
counts that.
boosty.
I think
it's
it
not
only
gonna
counts
count
the shit
that.
that
That's
helps the
not-
government.
That's not how the government works, bro.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck about
And
that.
maybe in Black
Help
Mirror,
an old lady cross the
200 years
street.
and
That's
they're-
worth 100 points.
Nah,
Oh,
dude,
dude.
you should not let her cross the street. Lower the population.
I
Yeah,
saw
that's
saw
how you get
animal
points.
That's how
cruelty
you get
points
points.
today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude, I was driving on the way here from the fucking gym, right? And this fucking SUV tried to pull to the make a left-hand turn way too fucking quick so that like he can get in front of me or whatever. Dude had a fucking dog on shotgun. The dog fell out the whip, and luckily it had a bodysuit or a body whatever leash. The dog's hanging out the fucking side of the door, and I pulled over.
I was like, yo.
And I was like, no, well, I mean, the guy stopped his car right the fuck away, but this
Yeah,
dog
yeah.
was sitting there like, you fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Like, oh, man.
I had a classic LA moment today, dude. I was like walking home from work, and I was like walking down Santa Monica. Sun was shining. I had my headphones in. I was like, damn, I kind of like sometimes you're in LA, you're like, damn, this city rocks.
Yeah.
Like I saw these hot chicks and in West Hollywood. I was like, okay, I like this city.
Yeah.
And then I look over and there's this homeless man in a wheelchair, and I'm like, oh, that's sad. And then he looked at me in the eyes and took a huge slug of his water and then just projectile vomited it on the ground. And I go, oh, right back down to LA, right back. Literally looked at me and goes, he goes, "Arr," and then he just threw it up all over.
You don't think that was
like
like an
right in
attack?
front of my feet? I was like, nope.
You don't think that was an attack?
I don't think that guy knew if it was an attack or not. I think he was just having another rough day.
Yeah.
In a wheelchair too, dude. It was.
Yeah, it's not even every corner. It just depends on where you look.
And it
you
didn't
know?
really
Like,
look
look
that
at these,
homeless. It was
look
like a
at this.
nice wheelchair. It was
He just got homeless?
craziness. Yeah, he had to have been level 1
Yeah.
probably.
He's like, damn.
But yeah, it was wild, dude. It just,
From-
I mean, it made me laugh. But
From their perspective, they probably exactly what you just said at the beginning. They probably have that moment of this city is awesome.
Yeah.
If that's kind of their even.
yeah, you can just
keel.
throw up wherever you
And
want.
It's like this
Yeah.
rocks.
This is
Fucking
amazing.
Hot
I
girls
just-
everywhere. They,
This
I
is
throw
a-
up
they
on
don't treat me
them.
any
Freedom.
different.
Yeah.
Do drugs outside.
Yeah, do drugs outside, throw up wherever you want. It's
no
great.
work today.
Yeah. Besides
Sun
that,
is shining.
besides how he doesn't have use of his legs, it's gotta be.
Oh, I was
that
doing a
sucks.
signing, and I went and I had to go and chase down a client, and it was by this train stop.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I had a whole row of homeless people just smoking pookie.
Smoking what?
Pookie, fucking meth.
Oh, nice.
And they all had the pookie pipes. So I walked by on the left, these dudes handing the pipe over, fucking
Nice.
hitting. I'm like, holy shit. And then on the way back, you saw some other dude in the corner. The lady passed it to him. They're just rocking,
Hell yeah,
listening
dude.
to
Just hanging out with the bros.
Yeah, man.
I'm like, I don't know. I could never.
But I think you get so used to that, how our partying is maybe we'll just do some blow or something, and that's even getting to that level for when I was in high school, I'll never
Yeah.
do that. But then you get used to it. For them, they just keep going. So then it's just we're just partying with the fellas again. But it's
Yeah.
just it's on to meth and heroin now. That's
mean-
their new we're pre-gaming the whatever.
Well,
I mean-
as we all know, we're out here in Palmdale, so I'm just saying 'cause we're in Palmdale. But
Uh-huh.
yeah, when I
Palm
was charging,
Springs.
when I was
Yeah,
Palm
Palm
Springs,
Springs.
sorry, when I
We
was
can't say
charging
your
my
city.
car, I just went out walking down behind the Vons and all that, and down this street where it was just nothing but people were living in each one of these cars, you
Oh,
know, down a residential RVs, people and just yeah, definitely the type that I'll look very strung out, and it was just trippy seeing just people sitting.
They're
on the
just chilling,
sidewalk.
dude. They're living their best
nothing.
life.
I experienced a little homeless discrimination today. I started working this new job downtown, and they have all these stations set up where they give out naloxone and
Yeah.
free,
Suboxone.
free needles and then coffee. And so I went across the street.
No one's taking that
before at
coffee, I
6
bet.
No, I tried to get some.
Yeah.
I was like, can I get some coffee? And I got turned.
Damn.
I got turned down.
They're like, you're not broken up.
They say they say you're not home. They didn't say directly, "Are you homeless?" But they just kind of looked at me up and down. They're like,
Damn.
it's not for you.
That's
not for you."
bullshit.
Yeah.
None of those homeless
I-
people are taking
It was
the
out of a
coffee.
big Gatorade, Home
Yeah.
Depot spigot, orange cooler.
Yeah.
That's
kinda
fucking
thing.
crazy.
And they
Probably
wouldn't
full of
even
shit.
give me a little an 8-ounce cup of Gatorade coffee.
Damn. I mean, I bet everybody that goes there, they're just like,
That's crazy, dude.
I know you want the needles and the Suboxone, but we have coffee, sober you up. Like, fuck your coffee,
That's why
bitch.
I thought maybe they were lacing the coffee with the Suboxone. Maybe
That's
that's
a good
why
idea.
They didn't give it to me.
Suboxone will fuck you
there
up,
might be
dude.
something going on there.
Right? Yeah.
Hopefully they're looking out for you.
Don't drink the Kool-Aid.
If not, they're assholes.
When my brother was getting clean, he had Suboxone, and then it was like fucking him up, and I was like, "There's no way you're not still using." I think he still was using, but I was like, "There's no way." He's like, "Just try some," and I took some Suboxone. Dude, it was so weird. It's just like a horrible fucked up. You're fucked up for sure, but you feel awful. Like you're like itchy and like you're kind of just it sucks.
Weird.
But yeah, people get hooked on it. It just becomes the next thing.
Drugs are bad, guys.
Drugs
Remember,
are bad.
Stone Cold sober.
But you know
Just
what's
remind
good?
everybody.
Coke soda.
Is a little game we're gonna play.
Yeah.
A little.
Oh,
We
yeah,
haven't,
kinda-
done, we haven't done this in a while. This,
What
in a
kind of
while.
game you say, Alec?
It's a little game we like to call the draft.
The
Good
draft.
But
gonna- This is going to be a 2-on-2 match.
stem
Pull
from
up
some
my,
of the
word-
brilliance,
my word
the brilliance
here, Will.
of coming up with games at the club late night when we're bored.
This game was
Yeah,
heavily
bored.
influenced by drugs.
Yeah, I
The
don't
creation
think,
of it.
Yeah, I don't think I would call it bored. We were plenty entertained
We
when I
might-
came up with it.
we were engaged.
We were plenty entertained. It was either this or mini
Now-
horse basketball or Didex.
Now, it was either the game is truly this amazing or it was all cocaine.
Yeah, we will find out soon.
We'll find out soon.
So yeah, Alec, why don't you give the viewers a little rundown on the
Yeah,
rules
yeah,
here,
yeah.
the history.
Let me get my mouse here. Yeah, the history, that's kind of what we just said. But basically what's going to happen is there's going to be two teams, which we've established before the podcast,
You have.
which
Me and
is
Will.
Team Coke and Will versus Team Alec and Adam.
Oh, A&A.
If my memory serves me correct, I think it was we were playing horse on the mini basketball hoop,
That sounds awesome.
and then we realized, we were too fucked up to move around at that
Yeah,
point.
yeah,
so
that
then we
sounds
were like, let's
right.
come up with a game where we just have to think.
Really?
All right. It's like,
That's
but we were on a
ridiculous.
basketball tip, so we were like, let's involve basketball still. And yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so
how it
basically what's
blossomed.
going to happen here is we will draft two teams. One team is going to by Coke and Will. They will draft 5 players, and it will be fictional basketball draft. And you'll draft 5 players. None of them could have played professional sports. Well, you should pay attention. You never played the
College
game.
or professional sports?
College or professional sports.
sports at all, not
You-
just basketball.
They can play
Not just basketball. Anybody in history.
No, any
Any-
football.
any sport they
yeah,
cannot have
any
played.
No athletes.
college or
It-
professional.
no
level.
athletes. It can be anybody throughout history. And you're going to pick your 5 players. You only get 1 fictional player, and you have to pick 1 lady.
They
But
can-
the lady cannot also be the fictional
And
player.
we pick one person for them, and they
Correct,
pick one
and we
person
pick
for
one
us.
the
person. We are the
last
5th pick.
the last pick, the other team picks.
And then you will pick a coach.
So it
the
could be
other
any
team.
basketball
we
player,
pick-
anybody from history.
No sports. You cannot play it. It has to be just like Albert
Eliminate-
Einstein or somebody
Yeah,
like that.
eliminate all
They
basketball
cannot-
players for
no,
mine.
They could not have been an athlete at any sports. Any person throughout history.
Yeah.
And 1 woman and 1 fictional person. And then after we pick the teams, that's where the juice is made. That's when I and Adam will have to defend our team. We'll give it an opening argument of why our
my
team is
God.
going to beat yours, and you will give your argument of why your team is going to beat ours. And then there's a closing argument, and then Brian TV,
Rebuttals.
who is our judge,
Yeah, Brian.
he will pick who he deemed. It's like the trial, and then
But what game are they playing?
basketball,
basketball.
Basketball.
5-on-5 basketball.
Picking a basketball team, but no former basketball
But
players.
no athletes in
no
any way,
athletes
shape,
in
or
any
form.
way, really. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Sure.
And the fictional character has to be the 4th pick.
Yeah, the fictional character has to be the 4th pick. The woman can be wherever.
And
But you really, if you would think about it, because like you don't, depending on how you feel about women in sports, you really don't want to leave it up to me and Adam picking your lady, because we're gonna pick somebody
Yeah.
horrible.
But we could also pick
We're
their
gonna
lady
pick like
for
Greta
them,
Thunberg
obviously.
or somebody.
That's not a bad one. That's not a bad one.
That's a great one if you leave it to that.
if the game's long enough, she could win on global warming.
Yeah.
And no, you can text your teammates suggestions in that
Sure.
minute and a half
Probably
period.
be too lazy. I'm
But
just gonna
no
communicate.
is honor code. No Wikipediaing on the side to do any research. It's all gotta come from up here. The
Yeah.
fucking good old noggin.
Good old noggin.
Good old noggin.
I got a person.
Okay, so do y'all want to go first?
This is the Iron
'Cause y'all are
Giant.
gonna,
This is the Iron
y'all are
Giant.
gonna alternate picks. You and Coke are gonna alternate picks.
So I
Okay.
So do you want to go
Well,
first?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, who's your first pick?
Let him go first.
What?
All right.
Genghis Khan.
That's a good pick. That's a good pick.
no, the
No,
fucking
no, the
conqueror.
man.
Okay, who be fucking some shit up?
Okay,
dude.
Genghis
Yeah,
Khan.
fucking
Adam, do you want to go?
fucking
Also, no phones.
I'm
No
gonna-
phones.
I'm gonna
Whoa, whoa,
do
whoa,
this.
whoa, whoa!
I'm
Flag
doing-
on the play! Flag on the play!
No phones. You're not
He's
allowed to
pulling
look
up-
anybody
He's pulling
up.
up a timer. He's
Yeah,
pulling up a
stopwatch.
timer.
He's pulling up a timer. All right. That's
all
allowed.
right.
But you're not allowed to look up any picks. You can't go, who's that
Right.
one guy and that one thing? And then be like, fuck,
Well, you
fuck.
you can say it if you got time with your teammate. You collaborate.
Yeah, you can
together.
collaborate with your teammate, see if he can.
Yes,
It's like a
that's what we do.
$1,000 million pyramid or whatever.
But
play that
yes,
game.
no phones. Definitely.
Yeah, no phones. It's bullshit, dude.
All right,
You can't-
guys.
Basketball players or no?
So yeah, it's Adam. Do you want to go first?
I have a few thoughts. All right, let's put the. I'll go first. Let's put
Yeah,
the
yeah.
timer on here. 3, 2.
'Cause you can collaborate.
1. Just thinking out loud here. I'm not gonna try to counter Genghis Khan yet. I kind of
Yeah.
just want to get someone that's
We don't
gonna
need
put
another
points
warlord.
on the
Yeah.
board.
We're looking for a point guard, I think, or
quickly.
power forward maybe.
Let's.
I don't even know how tall Genghis Khan was. I don't.
Like 5'3".
Whoa.
Was he?
I don't know. Brian's the judge, so that's up to him to figure out.
Yeah, he was tiny, but he was hung.
Yeah. Well, he was literally a hung.
He had like 400 wives or something like that.
Yeah. He was a mung.
I think let's go.
Well, so we already figured out Genghis Khan is short as fuck. So
No, was he? I don't think he was short as fuck.
everybody
Gotta
back
look
then
it
was
up.
short.
when we argue, we'll look up stuff
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
that's
prove
Brian. He's the
these
judge.
points.
Brian's the judge.
Let's see. I'm gonna go.
9 seconds.
I'm gonna go. Oh, I thought we were going a minute and a half.
Let's go a minute.
Let's go. All
We'll
right.
figure it out by then.
All right. This is a somewhat radical pick, and I don't think it's a fictional character, but y'all.
It's interesting you don't know, but go ahead.
I'm gonna go with the Marble Man.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, he's a real guy.
I mean, he's a real guy.
I mean, it's just.
Oh, the Marvel.
Yeah,
Okay,
I mean,
I thought you said
that's
Marvel.
on the edge
I was
of
about to say
fictional,
he's fake.
But I mean, it's a fictional character, but it's played by a real guy.
yeah, I can't name the actor's name.
I mean, I'm on your
That's
team.
a little.
You're the
That's a
judge, Brian. What do you
I
think?
think you gotta name the guy. Like,
Yeah.
The Marvel Man could be played by 6 different dudes.
I don't think that counts, dude.
Okay, that was
You got to fire one out. Brian threw a flag.
Guys, you can restart the timer if you want, but I can't allow that.
Yeah, let's give him 20 more seconds. Yeah, it's bullshit. I mean, I'm on your team, but
I don't know about.
pretty exciting so far.
I mean,
though,
if
isn't
you run the shot clock, we should overtime.
it? Yeah, you got to get something. You got to throw me something out.
I'm gonna go with. I'm going with Steve-O.
I like
Going with
it.
Steve-O.
I like
Steve-O as the point guard.
I like it.
Not bad at all.
Steve-O. Yeah. I mean, he'll do anything out there.
That's what I'm
You know what I
saying.
mean?
Talented,
Look,
athletic.
And it's Steve-O now. It's Steve-O, future Steve-O, when he has the fake tits. It's double D tit Steve-O. That's going to be so
Loophole,
distracting out
right?
there.
Loophole.
Okay. Yeah, and also we already discussed previously we've played this game. Whoever you pick, it's like you don't have to establish not, Stephen Hawking. It's when they're in their prime.
Yeah, and their
It's always when they're in their
is-
prime.
Prime is
Stephen
subjective.
Hawking?
Yeah,
When's
that's right.
when is prime basketball
Yeah.
Stephen
Before the
Hawking?
wheelchair.
Hey,
So
what
Stephen
was
Hawking.
that?
Fucking draining hard.
Yeah. You know, some could argue that his prime was later in life when he was in the wheelchair.
He was fucking, dude.
He probably moved a little quicker.
Hey, they can't be athletes.
They cannot be athletes.
Any athlete.
No, they cannot be
That would
a
just be-
college
Yeah,
or
it's Coke's pick, but
can't
y'all
be
can collaborate.
it can't be a college or professional
Yeah.
athlete.
All right, here we go.
But what about?
You're on the
They
clock.
played something in high school, or
3,
whatever.
2,
But they can't be
1, on
known
the
as an
clock.
athlete, basically.
No,
Yeah, yeah.
professional,
Or
no
college.
college or professional athlete.
Okay, well I got
Which
some
was
other ones.
why to be
well,
shitty,
he's
which is why to be shitty. I got that terminology right. So with our pick, we're gonna pick DeJounte Wembenyama, Victor Wembanyama's little brother, who is 7'2".
You're playing this game.
We're playing. No, I'm kidding. I really don't want to pick
That
it.
would have been so frowned upon.
I know. The truth is, I would have picked it, but by the rules, I can't think of his real first name.
Yeah, and that's.
But I got to stop myself because I can't think of his real first name, and that's on me. You know, but that would have been fun for me.
Yeah.
But
What about
okay.
N1 players?
Huh?
No.
Oh, that's. Let's go with no. See, that's why the better terminology
Yeah, I was gonna say,
is
if that
known
gets
as
through,
an
I-
athlete.
No one known as an athlete. Known
It
as
is
an athlete.
really kind of better to
How about
terminology.
known as an athlete should be the. Brian, you got the
distract-
bylaws
look,
up there.
They're playing rule. They're playing. Look, Will. This is the game. Will, this is the game.
yeah.
Okay, I play this game a lot. This is the game. He's trying to just talk a lot. They're taking up our time.
Bruce,
Yeah.
Okay, they're trying to get in our head. They're not
Jenner also
helping.
doesn't count.
All right, I'll go ahead. You got the floor.
What'd you say? You picked Bruce Jenner? What are you throwing that out there for
I
us?
said that you cannot do that.
Let's not get in there.
Why can't I pick on Bruce Jenner?
Can't
Anyways,
pick him.
why not? Because he's not real.
He's an athlete.
Oh, I forgot. My bad. I think of him as a girl now, and I'm stupid. Anyways.
Start their time. Restart.
All right,
Restart.
restart.
Let's start the timer from up here.
Okay.
Brian's the judge of the
Brian's got
timer.
You guys get what, a minute and a half? Or
Yeah, to be
Minute and a
fair, there's
half.
going to be a little
Minute and a
conversations
half.
mostly
All
with
right,
Will
here
or
we go.
this or
Minute and a half
that.
starting now.
Okay, so now it's collaborate. Okay. One thought that came to mind was Jesus Christ.
Let's go with
Well,
Jesus Christ?
Let's go
All
with
right, we're
Jesus
going with
Christ.
Jesus
Okay.
Christ,
That
everybody.
fictional character has to be saved for
He's
the
a real
fourth
No,
pick.
it's the real guy.
It's a
Jesus
real
Christ
guy.
is real,
Jesus Christ is
dude.
real.
That does not count as our fictional character. I want to be very clear.
Yeah.
Wow.
Jesus is known by everyone as a real person.
I throw a challenge flag.
You're-
Oh, here we go, dude. Here we go.
It's just the Jesus the person, though.
Right,
Jesus
you're
the
not
person.
doing, like,
He's not getting the miracles, none of that.
Yeah.
He got the miracles though.
He is the miracle.
He is the miracle. He had the miracle.
That would definitely be his nickname on the court, for sure.
Miracle.
Jesus the miracle Christ.
We argue later, Jesus.
I
Hey, pull-
pull the challenge flag.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'll allow it.
He's a person.
I'll allow it.
Okay, yeah, Jesus Christ.
Jesus is risen Christ.
Yeah, Jesus.
All right.
Jesus
I don't-
and Genghis Kong, dude.
Yeah, you
Jesus
don't
and
even-
Genghis
solid
Kong.
team
All
right
right,
there.
cool. Here we
You
go.
don't even need to start the timer,
All right,
dude.
3, 2,
Yeah, you got it already.
Yeah. Abraham Lincoln. With
Oh,
the
I was gonna
hat.
say
With
him.
the hat.
I get.
He's always with the hat.
Before Steve-O.
Yeah, I was thinking about him.
And he's got the hat. He's got the hat on in the game.
Sure.
All right, here we go.
All right, now it's
what about okay
3,
for a
2,
woman?
1.
yeah. I was gonna say now it's our turn. We can either
Y'all
choose,
yo, your fourth
choose a
has to be
woman,
fictional.
choose a woman for
Y'all-
them, or choose our own woman.
Choose our own woman. Kamala Harris.
Choose our own woman.
Kamala Harris.
The
The president.
Okay.
yeah,
Let's. We got time. We got
Okay,
time.
okay. What else you thinking?
That's not that crazy.
I know. I
You
know.
know. Who has more power, Kamala Harris or Oprah?
But there's who's
Kamala
gonna win the game?
Anybody for
Basketball.
time, too.
Who's gonna rig it and win the Kamala Harris. We're going Kamala Harris. We
Y'all
use it.
locking
Yeah, we're
in
locking
Kamala
that in. We're
Harris.
locking that in. We're locking
That's
it in.
craziness.
Wow, that's a crazy pool.
That's good, man.
Adam, we should pick a girl.
That's what.
Yeah, if you don't, we will.
That's what I was thinking. So,
This isn't
Yeah.
what I'm locking in, but my thought is Joan of Arc.
Yeah, because Kamala Harris can easily box out Abraham Lincoln. All
Maybe
right.
she'll arrest him for a false crime, but
There we
plant
go.
weed in his bag and then send him to jail.
I'm concerned of Joan of Arc's height.
Yeah,
Everyone was
yeah,
very
I don't know.
short back then.
Yeah, but she was a beast.
Is the timer going?
I want to go
What's going
more.
on with that timer?
I'm thinking more sex worker,
Oh, yeah, Brian's doing the
prostitute,
Okay.
Jenna Jameson type. Someone who's gonna be like distracting to
Yeah, okay,
all of
yeah.
the
I like the
players,
anal.
giving out free
Halle
hand
Berry?
jobs on the side. Can't
Halle
can't
Berry?
go wrong with Halle Berry.
Precious? I don't know her actual actress name, though.
I would
big old
accept
women.
Precious. No, I would accept Precious.
Okay.
That's
So-
it's worth
Who's like a
us saying.
big-
Someone with a lot of like weight. It's gonna take up
I want a
some
big lady.
space in the post.
I want a big lady.
Yeah, like fucking Megan Thee Stallion or
Yeah, Megan Thee Stallion's great.
That's you're not
Yeah.
gonna move her.
Megan
in
Thee
the
Stallion's a
post.
You're not
or
you're not
the
considering
one that
Lizzo?
plays the flute.
Lizzo, I'm looking for speed
Yeah.
more.
So Megan Thee Stallion maybe more.
I feel like Lizzo probably only has 25, 30 pounds on Megan Thee Stallion.
that's,
Have you seen some of her new music
But I think she
videos?
can move though.
Megan Thee Stallion weigh that much?
She can move.
She also just got that big deal with Planet Fitness, so she knows she's been in the gym.
You saying Megan Thee Stallion is
What about Caitlyn
35
Jenner? Can we
pounds
pick
away from
Caitlyn
Lizzo?
Jenner?
No.
You guys got 20 seconds.
So
35 pounds away from Lizzo is
I
Megan
mean,
Thee
Megan
Stallion.
Thee Stallion, I think, unless we think of somebody real
That's
quick.
crazy to me.
I'm
What about Queen Latifah?
you know you can't beat experience. Let's go with Queen Latifah.
The holiday Queen Latifah, yeah.
Over Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah. Prime Queen Latifah. That's like the holiday.
Yeah. She had like the Kwanzaa hat on.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
4 is fictional character.
Okay, if we can do a fictional character,
Yeah.
can I do
No,
Michael Jordan
This is your
from
third.
Sta-
This is
Michael
your third.
Jordan from
This is your
Space Jam?
third pick.
That's a sneaky.
But from Space Jam,
This is
Jordan
your-
from Space Jam.
This is
I
your-
don't know. I think it's an interesting
pick.
question. This is what we do.
Oh,
What do we do?
oh yeah, this is your fourth pick. This is your fourth pick.
What's the answer to this? We gotta deliberate.
You
I'm
can't do that.
No, I can't allow that.
Yeah.
It is a Michael Jordan.
Yeah, then we
You
would
could
do,
pick a Monster.
then we would take
You could
LeBron.
pick a
We would
monster.
take LeBron from fucking Space Jam. Then yeah.
No, but Jordan was in the movie.
Oh.
Hell, I'll even give
Who's gonna pick a team that Jordan was on and not pick Jordan?
Yeah.
You just can't do it.
I'll give
Okay.
you Bill Murray because he's
Right.
he's
Can't
not
do
Bill
it.
Murray in the movie.
Or what about Stretch Armstrong?
Stretch Armstrong. Why don't I know who that is?
He was like a toy. Well, there's the
Oh.
Invisible Man or the Stretch Man, whatever the fucking of the Fantastic Four, whatever.
I see.
Fantastic.
Yeah, Mr. Fantastic.
I see. Yeah. Okay. Him. That's an interesting character.
Like if it's a fake character,
I
he would be able to
usually
fucking
my
just-
first thought is usually Superman.
I mean,
I mean, Superman's solid, but
it's gonna get a lot of fouls.
yeah. I don't know. Okay, Superman.
Well, we got time. We're still talking.
I mean,
you
I
know?
was just thinking of a guy who could stretch and steal the ball. And
Yeah. It's a fair discussion. But Superman is Superman.
yeah. I mean, he is, or the Flash.
Or the Flash, he's really fast. Superman runs as fast as the Flash.
Yeah.
According to the comics, dude.
Yeah.
According to the comics. Can we pick Shaq from Kazam?
No.
Oh, yeah. That was a nice little backup.
Because he didn't even play basketball.
I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I was gonna use the wishes. But okay,
I
fine.
mean, he technically, look, as the judge, if
So-
you're gonna ask me if he can use Kazam from the movie Kazam,
Yeah, Judge.
I would give him that.
Well,
His Kazam.
But then can we take Shaq from Blue Streak? You know.
No,
Not-
because
you
he's
have
the
to know his
genie.
name.
So he's
You
not
have to know
Shaq. He's the genie Shaq.
the genie
No,
from
but his name
Kazam.
is Kazam.
Yeah. So,
So if
yeah,
Coke is going, I choose Kazam.
he doesn't play himself in that movie like Michael Jordan played.
Right, no.
Yeah, it's super
Yeah.
fair,
So
dude.
yeah, that's fine. I think that's fine.
viable.
What are you thinking, Will?
I mean, the counter to that is going to be Genie.
That's what I was thinking already. That's what I was thinking. Robin Williams.
I mean, what about Air
Yeah,
Bud?
this next pick is speed. I'm sure.
What about Air
I'll
Bud?
go there, bud, dude.
What
Yeah,
about Air
that's
Bud?
thinking
Air
after
Bud
that.
is the dog who could like run fucking and steal and everything. He won the basketball game.
You're going with Air Bud?
Yeah, go with Air Bud.
Yeah.
dude. Yeah. But I'm picking Mike Tyson. I'm picking Michael Vick.
Oh, yeah, you're thinking a fucking basketball
not gonna
player without
stand up.
opposable thumbs.
Yeah, you guys got
Fucking
10
idiots.
seconds.
All right, what you think, Kazam or Superman?
Superman.
Superman it is.
All right.
Pretty vanilla pick.
That was
Yeah,
my.
but you can't wish for the game to be won.
It's such a solid pick. There's no rebuttal, dude. That's what it is. They're just quaking right now in fear.
Yeah, we're quaking.
They're just quaking, dude.
Yeah.
Quaking.
I mean, I'm just spitballing here. Tony the Tiger, I think, would be cool. But he was Superman, so we have to get something that's going to counter that. I mean, we could do.
I mean, the Flash is pretty good.
It's pretty great. I mean, Superman can't use his laser vision out there. I don't think that's gonna be a foul. That's gonna be a foul of some kind. Yeah,
Yeah, it would still be a foul.
yeah.
Kill him, which we do debate a lot. This person to kill that person, and that kind
Holy
of cancels
shit.
out.
Rick
But
from Rick
anyways,
and Morty would be pretty good. He's got a portal gun. I think he could
that's
sneak it in.
real good.
I mean, the Iron Giant. He is too big. He's just too big.
Anything with time travel powers would be pretty advantageous.
Yeah, of course. No one would even know if it happened.
We almost had a genie.
Some sort of shapeshifter. Who's like a shapeshifter guy?
Okay, what's the fifth pick?
And
Well, no, can't
It's a
discuss.
what
shapeshifter
is
in
the fifth
fictional stuff.
Oh, we're gonna pick one for them.
He's just the biggest beast ever.
what did Gambit do? He just had the
He
gambling
had,
Yeah.
addiction.
he had.
I mean, Hulk
Oh,
is
yeah,
great.
are we betting on this game also?
Yeah, gambling bets.
Gambit threw fucking cards.
The Hulk
gotta run
is
through
pretty
the
good.
simulator.
The Rock guy from the Fantastic
was
Four is
thinking
pretty
about
good, but he might be too much.
Picking a different Fantastic Four.
I mean,
version?
I think I don't watch the Avengers, but the guy,
Oh,
the
shit.
main guy,
And what?
the
Mr.
Avengers.
Fantastic.
No, the main guy in the Avengers that's collecting the rings and shit.
Oh, Thanos.
Let's go.
Let's go with Thanos.
I think that's pretty.
That
Thanos.
sucks. It's going to be hard to argue that because I know nothing about him.
He's.
Sounds like
guy.
I
You
know
know
nothing
I've
about
watched-
him too.
No, I've watched.
You couldn't think of his name. Hey,
I-
good pick him. You guys got that.
God damn, I know
Can't look
nothing
at
about
your
that
phones. You
guy.
guys got this.
I watched one Avengers
you know
movie
some.
on an airplane.
So you know some.
I know enough to back it up. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
I'm with you though. I watched one of them.
So then now we're about to snake draft. So for 5, we pick y'all's.
But now we pick theirs.
Yeah, unless you want to go, we just pick y'all's as is. Y'all start.
Right.
Yeah.
Snake it. Just reverse it. 'cause
Yeah.
1:30 on the clock. 3-2. 1.
Okay, so
I
now we,
didn't
yeah,
understand.
so we have to pick. Yeah, we have
Yeah,
to pick
because it's still
theirs.
y'all's team.
Right,
You know
right,
what I mean?
Oh, I see. I'm just catching on.
And we
Jiminy Cricket, I like a lot.
and we cannot because we cannot put another.
We can't put another
cannot put
fictional
another
person.
fictional character
Yeah,
or
yeah,
another lady
Yeah,
on
that's
the
true.
team.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what would be fun?
That's
It's
true.
got to be a real person. Wee Man obviously is up there. Yeah, Stephen Hawking,
could-
but it'll be Stephen Hawking in his prime, so it won't be.
We couldn't.
But it's Christopher Reeves in his prime.
couldn't put Helen Keller up there.
Helen Keller would be good.
No, they already have.
She's
a fem-
fictional.
They already have
Oh,
a
yeah, the
female.
female. Yeah.
Whoa, hold on. Wait a minute.
It's a sexist game. What do you want us to say?
You guys think she's fictional? You guys?
No, but it's another woman.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
He
I thought
did
you guys
say
thought Helen
fictional.
Keller was a made-up woman.
No. Well, she might
very
be.
much real,
She
dude.
might be.
Oh, Anne Frank. She never.
And
Someone who's just
another
gonna
lady.
be
Just couldn't do anything.
super annoying.
So you're
just
saying it can't be another
all,
woman because you guys have
like-
one, right?
Yeah, just a shitty. I mean, Wee Man. I mean, it's a midget, any kind of midget. Vernon,
Yeah.
Vern Troyer.
Vern Troyer.
But like,
You didn't have to help me with that, but thanks,
give him
Judge.
like Pauly Shore or
Yeah, somebody who's just
like
just
just bitch made. Like
Yeah.
that. Like
Damn, Paulie's not.
20 seconds on the clock.
give him like
I like Vern Troyer. That's Mini Me.
10 seconds.
Vinny Me.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah,
that's
he's
the actor's name.
pretty funny though.
All right, we're locked in.
All
We're
right,
locked in.
Mini Me.
Yeah, Vern
Damn, that's
Troyer.
what I was
All
gonna
right,
say.
1:30
That's
on
actually
the clock.
pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah,
I
he's
like that.
tiny. He's like
Yeah.
2 feet tall.
All right, we gotta think of someone else other than me. I thought of nothing as they were
I
talking.
mean, what Wee Man?
Of course, Wee Man was solid.
Yeah.
He even says I would have accepted Wee Man. You didn't have to write his name.
Yeah,
I think the point's clear. At least you know the name. Anyways,
The coach is a pretty pivotal part of the
someone for them that's a guy.
We Man and Steve-O would have that
I mean, you know, obviously I do think
that
of
chemistry
Yeah.
on the court.
I do think
you
of like
know?
Stephen Hawking,
arguments.
a famous paraplegic.
Yeah, we can do Steve.
But it's Stephen Hawking in his prime. It's when he's not.
Yeah, he's not a paraplegic. But if you say in that vein, though, what are some other disabilities that would be heinous?
Famous people I could think of with disabilities. Yeah, classic Stevie Wonder would be
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
a bad
there we
move
go.
at all.
There you
Stevie
go.
Wonder.
I'm not giving you anything.
Stevie Wonder. There we
You
go.
gave them a little nudge. You gave me a little nudge. It's all
There we go.
fair.
Stevie
You're
wins.
giving us a black guy? Sure, we'll take it.
Yeah.
Who's blind?
It's Beefah.
Is he?
You don't think you'd feel the rock? Sense it, dude. He'll harmonize all over you fools. Yeah, sure, give us a black guy.
JDK.
Oh,
That was his real name. Yeah.
20 seconds on the clock.
Carl.
What you got, Will? Think of something.
I don't know.
Bless you.
Thank you guys. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna lock it in with the Stephen Hawking, dude.
Stephen Hawking or Stephen Wonder?
Stephen Hawking.
Prime Stephen Hawking?
Yeah, you
I'll
can't.
take that.
you can't-
I'll take that. No problem.
You mean a genius? We'll type it in how you said it. Stephen Hawking.
Stephen Hawking.
All right, now it's y'all's turn to pick a coach.
All right, here we go.
Who's gonna lead y'all's squad?
3, 2, 1.
And again, basketball coaches are out of.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Basketball coaches are out.
Even,
Any
even if
coach-
they didn't
Any,
play.
no, just regular guy, but he can't be he couldn't have been a professional
Oh
coach. on
yeah,
any level.
yeah.
Just a regular
Clearly,
guy.
clearly Donald Trump.
That's pretty good. I think he's gonna beef with one of your
Yeah,
players. I
Donald
shouldn't
Trump
fucking
and
say
Kamala
that.
Harris. Could be it. He brings
either
brings the
that or
team together.
Obama's like sick of basketball.
Obama does know his basketball. That's probably
Yeah,
more
Barack Obama.
accurate. Yeah.
Barack Obama. Obama knows
Obama's
his
a good
fucking
answer. I'm thinking I guess we play with our time because we got it.
Yeah, Barack
We
Obama.
no, don't lock in.
No,
We
no,
got
no.
our time. Let's use it. Let's use it.
Who was another somebody who was famous who knows basketball?
That's Obama's a good leader that knows basketball.
Good leader.
Yeah, he's a good leader and
Good
fucking
leader that knows
and,
basketball.
and knows basketball.
Kim Jong Un. Just kidding.
I mean, he's cool with Rodman. He likes basketball.
Yeah. He would know how to lead Kamala Harris. Kim Jong Un is and he could work with Genghis Khan pretty good, I think. Based on what I think I know about Kim Jong Un.
20 seconds.
Nah, I kid. Let's go with Obama.
All right, we got
Going with Obama?
We're going with Obama.
Yeah.
Okay, now,
All right, here we go.
all right, we got a couple ways we could go here,
Yeah.
Alec. All right, so if we take Trump, clearly there's a lot of advantages there.
I don't know if him and Lincoln will get along.
We could also go. We could go Michelle because Barack
Yeah.
is so nice. He would never want to beat his wife.
I was thinking Samuel Jackson, Coach Carter. I was also
Yeah,
thinking
yeah.
Martin Luther King Jr.
Michelle probably.
Maybe Mark Twain.
Michelle doesn't know too much about basketball.
Or Napoleon. Napoleon's one of the greatest. He's one of the greatest leaders of all time.
I think.
George Washington would be cool.
I think.
Him and Lincoln can bond.
I think Napoleon might. I'd see him being a wild
Short man.
card, just kind of
Yeah,
off
yeah.
his rocker, like
Could be
I
drunk.
don't know.
Yeah. Some
Where
good leaders out there. Patton. FDR. Wheelchair FDR. That'd be great. Him and Stephen Hawking could bond. That's what I imagine all people in wheelchairs talk about is spokes.
How many
Spokes and yeah. What kind of wheels they use? They're like motorcycle people. What kind of bike is that?
Yeah. I was actually talking to a girl in the gym about that. I was like, yeah.
I like FDR.
we
30 seconds.
could go the distraction route, like
A
someone
good female leader.
someone to Pamela Anderson, just
Pick a good
to,
female
just to
leader?
be
Is that
on the
what I just heard?
sideline as a cheerleader. Because what does a basketball coach do at the end
But
of
a
the day?
cheerleader.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay, so what do you lock it in? It's up to you.
10 seconds.
Let's
5 seconds.
Michelle Obama.
God, that's wild.
Wow, that's a
Michelle
wild
Obama.
one.
That's wild.
All right, boys. Congratulations. First part of it is done.
First part of it is done. I'm gonna let me run to the bathroom. Y'all.
Oh god.
Yeah. Quick intermission before we get to the nuts and bolts of this thing.
Can't believe you'd leave this game to go to the bathroom. You believe this guy?
Yeah.
That guy didn't just do it.
All right, so just everyone out there, let's see. Coke and Will's team, front to back, coached by Obama.
Coach Obama, dude.
And the positions
the
are
most
not
hits. He
in
got the
the
most hits
positions
out
are
there.
not in order, but yes, Genghis Khan, Jesus H. Christ, Kamala Harris, Superman, Vern Troyer, Adam and Alec, Steve-O, Abraham Lincoln, Queen Latifah, Thanos, Stephen Hawking, and Michelle Obama. Stay tuned.
Oh, we never did the six pick. Well, I guess we discussed it.
Oh yeah, with the sixth man.
Yeah,
Um.
maybe next week.
Well,
I think-
okay, yeah,
I
we'll
think we're already
we'll
here.
tighten up the rules. Yeah, we're running out of time right now. I'm trying to formulate
Fill
my
in the dead air.
arguments here. I think they're both pretty solid squads. Fucking pretty couple wild card picks there.
You know, at first I was
That
like,
time limit.
Our coach, I'm not pumped about. No, fuck that, dude. I love our coach. What people don't know is that our coach is not only a woman, she's also a man. We got Coach Mike is what we call her on the squad.
Want to be like Mitch.
Want to be like Mitch Bama. Hi, the name's Mitch Bama. Coach Mitch Bama.
Like that Jordan commercial with his mom, and it just transforms to the guy with the wig and dunks it.
Yeah, but it's Michelle.
You can jump in.
All right, so how about this? So one person on each team is going to have an opening.
I think we rock, paper, scissors for who gets to.
Do you want the opening or the closing for our team?
Why don't you open?
we're gonna
Okay.
start with a minute and a half for your
N-
opening statement.
the opening,
Open?
And then I'll.
minute and a half?
Opening?
I mean,
Sure,
That
if you
seems
like me
right.
to.
A minute and a half seems right.
I mean, I don't know what an opening is.
We're gonna make opening and
Minute
closing.
and a half.
So you
Oh,
gotta
I was
pick that
thinking
you're either doing
10,
opening
12
or you're
minutes,
doing
but
closing.
no, a minute and a half. Yeah, that's
rebuttal,
fine.
rebuttal we do together.
Yeah,
Type
no,
five.
a minute and a half is good.
Whatever.
Minute and a half.
Rebuttal.
Up to you.
I think I'll open, you close.
Yeah, and then Brian, think of a number between
You're
1
the
through
realtor,
10.
dude.
Right now, 2.
Yeah. No, I mean we're gonna guess, and then that's how we decide who goes first.
I'll think of a new one.
Yeah, think of a new one. 4.
Wait, what? Wasn't
Guess a number between 1 through 10.
7?
What was it? Brian?
Right?
Yeah, the one that thought of the number.
That was 5.
Okay, so I was closer.
Yes.
All right.
We defer to the second half.
Right.
Y'all go
I was
first.
thinking, yeah.
Y'all
yeah.
go first.
Tactic.
Thank you.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Opening.
It's either you or Will. One of y'all is going to do the opening. One of y'all is going to do the closing.
Yeah, opening for defending my team.
Defending
Not
your
attacking
team.
you guys in any
No,
way.
we decided you can.
Yeah.
Everything's fair game.
You can,
Everything. This is all
Everything's
fair
fair
game. This is
game.
not just
You
a
need to get
my
closer to
team
that.
thing.
The
Huh?
microphone.
Oh, you can't hear me?
No.
Okay. So I can attack your team. It's just fair game.
Yeah.
Opening statement.
And then Brian will tell you when your minute and a half starts. You'll have a minute and a half.
All right, here we go.
All right, man.
3, 2, 1. You may begin.
So I do remember the first time I ever played, and I did have one main argument that I know drove Adam crazy, but yeah, we have Superman. We have Superman. We have Superman. Superman will really be Superman, and he'll do Superman things, and that's really important to know and establish. But outside of that, we're coached by the greatest coach ever out there that knows basketball, who has killed more people around this world in today's time. Not like our power forward that starts Genghis Khan. But in today's time, Obama, we have Kamala Harris, who's the number one female out there you can't touch right now. All right? Keep in mind, they're both black. All right? Look at them. Look at them go. Okay? Kamala Harris, Obama. Look at that. America. And what else is America without our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, who can do anything beyond his powers? Because he is Jesus Christ. Superman can grab Jesus Christ and throw him at the basket. He could die hitting the backboard as he makes it, and he'll be risen again because he's Jesus H. Christ. Okay, Vern Troy, I don't know what to say about that, but all I know is you got Stephen Hawking, who can't move, got Michelle Obama, who ain't never killed nobody like her fucking husband. Okay, Queen Latifah, who I ain't gonna lie, I thought it was a good pick. We got Abraham Lincoln, though, who's gonna still have issues with Queen Latifah. Just because he freed the slaves doesn't mean he liked them, okay? And Steve-O now has titties on his chest. I don't know which is prime Steve-O, but you got a lot of things to think about with your lineup and how they're constructed to win.
All right. A lot to think about there.
I'll think
Yeah,
about.
is there?
All right, here we go.
All right, Alec, take it away.
All
All
right.
right, 3, 2, 1.
All right, we'll start with Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves. Queen Latifah, she's going to be balling her ass off.
Oh yeah.
She's on her holiday. She's in her fucking groove. She's just been skiing. We've all seen the movie. She's literally was the original black queen before Kamala. She's Kamala Harris against Queen Latifah. It's no fucking shot.
Old news, old
Oh,
news.
no fucking shot.
Old news.
Abraham Lincoln's gonna be on Jesus Christ. Abraham Lincoln he can't tell a lie. Jesus is gonna be trying to use his powers out there, and they're not gonna work. He's gonna get confused. Abraham Lincoln's probably gonna pack him with his hat a couple times. Thanos against Superman. That's going to be tough. But Thanos, he can snap his fingers, and I think he ends the world
No,
or
but
something.
he doesn't have the infinity fucking
Doesn't
thing.
have
Yeah, but he's
Yeah,
big and purple.
Thanos
He
certainly
has.
does.
He
In
has
his
the glove.
prime,
And he's gonna dribble with
Jesus
that.
Christ.
It's
Thanos
gonna be
has all
in.
the rings. He
Win.
literally has
Just
rings.
give him
Flag on the play.
He has championship
And you know what else
rings
he's going to
and
have?
the
And he's
rings.
going
movie?
to have the
Which movie?
championship ring after this game. Stephen Hawking, Vern Troyer is just going to end up hopping on Stephen Hawking's lap, and he's going to be driving him around, taking him wherever he wants to fucking go.
We're running the triangle.
I know.
offense, too.
Michelle
We can
Obama
switch off,
against
yeah.
Obama. I mean, she's going to have her dick out as a coach the whole time. Obama's going to be confused.
He can stay
He's
focused.
probably going to suck
You can
it.
stay focused.
Steve-O, he's going to be doing crazy shit. He's going to put hot sauce in his eyes. Genghis Khan is going
Putting
to
up
Genghis Khan's going to probably I don't know. He's going to try to fuck somebody. I assume that's what Genghis Khan does. He's 5'3". We've already established he's 5'3".
He's
There's
not-
really no chance at
No,
all.
we have to check his height.
No, we don't
Really?
check. Don't check. Oh, we can check now. Right?
We can check.
We can check that.
Yeah. Superman, we might bring some kryptonite to the game. Maybe, who knows?
Stephen Hawking is going to have Jesus Christ rethinking Christianity. Honestly.
Yeah, exactly. He's gonna just throw so much math and science at him. Jesus Christ is gonna become an atheist,
Steve-O gonna
and
be
he's
doing?
gonna be in
What's
the
Steve-O
corner.
gonna be
just-
doing?
By the second quarter, dude.
by the second quarter, he's gonna be confused.
He's not going to believe in
All right.
miracles.
All right, time for rebuttals.
All right, Will.
Okay. Well, Genghis Khan was actually around there saying 5'8", around 5'8". So he wasn't that short. He's like Steve-O height.
And he killed so many people.
And he killed. And the thing is, you would say that he'd be trying to smash somebody. Then so if he procreated so much, he'd probably get with Queen Latifah and Michelle to fucking, get them out of the game. And then
They're gonna
Vern
care about their
Troyer
children
would,
inside the
Vern
game.
Troyer would trip any of your players, especially Thanos, because he's so tall he wouldn't be able to see him, and we use him as a diversionary tactic. And Superman is just Superman. He can fly everywhere. Jesus Christ, he can pull the tricks.
That's a travel.
Oh well.
It's a real basketball.
Well, then
rule.
he has super
2
aim.
feet
He
have
has
to hit the
super
floor for a
aim.
travel.
He's on
2
point
feet have to
every
hit the floor
time.
for travel.
Every time the ball touches his hand, he's scoring it, and he's stealing every time because he's got that speed. There's no traveling when you ain't got no ball in your hand. Obama, one of the greatest presidents, also knows
Killed a lot of people.
basketball, can do a lot of, he was able to run a country and go to war with us and give us tactics, so he'd know how to win the game. And ahead of Abraham Lincoln's time, because now it's a different fucking game out here.
And all these are through our Lord and
Yeah,
Savior Jesus
and
Christ.
Kamala Harris is just another. He's already been vice president, already had position powers, knows how to fucking plan and shit, and she's athletic. She's been around.
20 seconds.
Have you seen her? She's in shape. She's in better shape than Queen Latifah. Queen Latifah,
That's for
by
sure.
the third fucking quarter, she's gonna be gassed out.
Queen Latifah.
She's gonna be gassed out against Kamala.
She's a bigger girl.
Yeah, and
10
then
seconds.
I mean, what else do you need to say? Jesus Christ, like I said, pull the tricks out every time. He's a superstar. He's got God on his side. He's God's kid.
Shit.
All right, here we go.
All right. Rebuttal here. All right, let me just point out real quickly. You're playing 4-on-5 basketball. You got a midget on your fucking team with Vern Troyer. All right, so let's just start right there. You're playing 4-on-5 basketball. You got no point in him being on the court. Okay, let's say, all right, Stephen Hawking is taking out Jesus Christ easily. Like I said, about halfway through the second quarter, Jesus Christ is gonna realize that he has no powers.
He has no dad.
He's got no dad out there. Stephen Hawking is going to have a really engaging conversation with Jesus Christ. They're going to be sitting on the fucking sidelines having a really high level philosophical debate.
He's gonna save him,
Then let's
dude. He's
just
gonna
all
save
right.
him.
Now look, my problem with your team, you got no one putting up points. Okay, look with us. All right, say Superman's your biggest fucking point scorer, right?
Lincoln's putting up pennies.
Thanos, anything Superman does. All right, just let me remind you, Thanos killed all of the superheroes in all of the Avengers.
But he
okay?
needs his glove.
This is with Prime Thanos.
All the
Prime Thanos. He has all of the rings, so even if Superman is trying to do like a Superman dunk or whatever, Thanos snaps his fingers, boom, Superman disappears. Now, even if they call like a flagrant 1, flagrant 2 on Thanos, it's fucking just boom, just
Superman
snap,
go back in time.
reverses time.
Superman can
and
go back
does
in
that.
time.
Okay, and allow me to remind you, Abraham Lincoln at 6'10" without the hat, we're putting him right in the post. He's blocking every fucking shot. And at the end of the day, if we run into any problems, Michelle Obama's just gonna suck Obama's dick. He's gonna be distracted.
time. Excellent.
You got that in right at the buzzer, dude. The old dick out.
I'm gonna give you guys 2.5 minutes for your closing.
I thought that was the
I'm
closing.
enjoying this.
That was the closing.
I thought that was the closing.
That was the
Oh,
rebuttal.
that was rebuttals. I mean, we can call it closing.
What more do I have to
Pass
say?
me the goddamn fucking thing. I think.
Just remind everybody,
Yeah.
Superman can go back in time. Just want to remind everybody.
A quick 1 minute closer from each team.
Close it up.
Yeah, y'all go ahead.
All right,
All right, here we go.
I'll stick with that point.
Y'all,
3, 2,
y'all can
1.
double team it.
Just remember, Superman can go back in time, so he can always
Wow, your pops is in the room.
always be ahead of the Thanos move. Again, athletically, Queen Latifah is a better athlete in her prime than Kamala Harris, because Kamala Harris's prime is now, but she's also running for president. So I feel like it's a good prime to
Good
be
luck.
in. You know, she'll have all the fucking parts of the rig gamed. You know, the game's gonna be rigged a little bit. There's gonna be extra points thrown up on the board. No one's gonna notice. Stuff is gonna
30
happen.
seconds.
Okay? And you talk about no points on the board. Just remember how many points Genghis Khan and Obama
And Jesus has God on.
and of course, once you have God on your team, you have the light.
Isn't the
Within
rule
the
that
light,
God is on
there's
all of our
always a
teams?
path.
Literally, you beat me to it, Adam. You beat me to
Okay?
it.
In America. In America, there's only one path, and that is the pathway
God
of
doesn't pick
Jesus H.
sides.
Christ.
Yeah, but Jesus is.
Him and Superman,
3.
best backport ever. Best backport game in the game ever. Best
All
backport.
right, fantastic. Closing arguments. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Genghis Khan, he's used to a horse. He's gonna be weird on his feet. He's not gonna know what to do.
It's not travel.
Superman, you
hardwood.
just said that he can turn back time. Superman has to fly off the court, fly around the earth a bunch of times, get it to reverse trajectory.
Doesn't touch the court?
By the time the game is ended, he's going to still be spinning around. You're left with 4 people on the court. It's
three-
going to
three,
yeah,
essentially.
essentially 3. Vern Troyer, he's going to be nothing. He's going to be the ball basically. We're going to be able to dribble him. Abraham Lincoln. He's Abraham Lincoln. He's a big tough guy.
Put Vern under.
He's got he'll he'll toss his hat on him. You won't be able to see Vern no more. We got Stephen Hawking once again rolling around. It's that's tough, but he can it's
He's traveling, dude.
tough.
He's
but
traveling.
Thanos, dude. Thanos is a monster. I'm not sure how tall Thanos is, but I'm assuming 12'3".
That sounds right.
And he's purple. He's got a wrist that's made out of gold. It's clearly gonna make every shot.
1. All right, good job, fellas.
Yeah.
Oh, this was easy, dude. This was too easy, Will.
Yeah, I mean, Stephen Hawking would fucking get a backcourt violation. It'd be so damn slow.
Well, you don't think
So
we're,
would
not,
Vern
we're
Troyer.
not passing
No,
him
you
the
can make it
ball,
across
dude.
half
We're not
court in 8
passing him the
No,
seconds.
he's
ball.
there for his
Stephen
intellect.
Hawking is simply there to distract
Take him
Jesus.
twice as many
ridiculous.
steps. Twice as many
I'll say
steps,
it
but you can
again,
make it.
the third time. We're not passing him the
Look,
fucking
Jesus
ball.
is gonna.
Right?
Jesus,
We're not passing
Jesus
the ball.
gonna save Stephen Hawking. That's what's gonna
Jesus
happen.
is gonna be
I bet he
just
was.
trying
How long
to
that would
convince
take?
Stephen
How long of a
Hawking
conference?
his
It's
own
distracting.
existence. Yeah,
Even
that's certainly
Stephen
more
Hawking
than
talked-
48 minutes.
Jesus is gonna do a miracle. No, he can't
Even
do a miracle.
he'll do a miracle. You're right. Jesus Christ will miracle Stephen Hawking, and he's going to be created the greatest athlete of all time.
Yeah,
This-
he's gonna
this-
touch
yeah.
him, dude.
Stephen's going to be doing wild
But
shit
he'll
out
do
there.
that to get in his head, so he's saved now, and he doesn't want to play against Jesus.
This
So he'll be
podcast is
healed, but he doesn't want to play
this
anymore.
podcast is 90 minutes. It's going to take Jesus Christ longer than 48 minutes to save.
Not even to
Stephen
mention, this is
Hawking.
prime Steve-O,
Yeah.
so that's like methed out, drugged out
Dude,
Steve-O.
man, all he's gotta do
He's
is
gonna
throw some
be
fish in the wine or
crazy out
something.
there. He'll be
Yeah,
doing
but he'll
anything.
be crazy to
Fish
run
line?
off the field.
Well, it's not played on a field. It's a court.
There's the court. I mean, whatever.
I think like Thanos is going to,
he'll
Steve-O's
run,
going to be
out.
like,
He'll
yeah,
run back in the
Thanos,
locker room. He'll be tripping so hard to want to like bust holes in him.
throw me across the court, Thanos.
Dude.
It'll be awesome. I just think.
Easy drone strike
Yeah,
for
then
Obama.
we'll just put the ball in fucking Vern's hands. Superman will throw him.
Queen
and it's done.
Latifah's a monster,
Queen
dude.
Latifah's a scorer in the
She's
the
a
post.
monster.
Yeah, she'll just back down fucking.
I think Vern got her, dude. Vern could.
Yeah, Vern.
Kamala Harris is clearly going to go. I mean, who are you going to put? Who are you going to have Kamala Harris go?
No, if Vern Troyer's like eating Latifah's pussy because he's
Definitely
He's not even that
Yeah,
tall.
yeah,
He's not that
but
tall.
yeah.
She
I
likes
mean, that's-
short
yeah.
ball guys.
He would trip motherfuckers.
It's called a
What?
short.
Queen Latifah would not see him coming.
She's got-
called
she's
a
Vern
short.
Troyer's legs are probably 4 inches long.
She
Yeah,
kinda-
but
she kinda
that's why he gets
squat
right
on
under
him and
their
just-
legs.
just
He doesn't even
fuck
have a
him up.
knee. He
But he
can't.
gets under their legs, just full
That'd
body.
be like
He
getting
puts
tripped
in
by a
work,
cricket.
bro. He puts in work. You gotta watch his
Yeah.
mixtape, dude.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
He's dead.
He's damn near as big as the ball.
He's so short he died.
He says that's pretty short.
Literally,
Well, it's
that's how
prime.
short he is. It
We're
kills
talking
us.
prime, dude. We're talking about mini me, dude.
Genghis Khan's
gets his ass
biggest
kicked.
thing.
2001.
Genghis Khan's biggest thing was rape. So if you think like they're not gonna blow the whistle on
Yeah,
on
that's a
rape,
foul.
Did he-
Yeah.
that's
his
a
en-
foul. It's
his
a
endurance-
basketball
And what's Michelle
rule.
Obama
His
afraid of?
endurance.
You
Rape.
can't-
He was
you
they
got-
rode
that's
horses
two-
in the
you
Mongolian
get two-
dynasty.
You get two,
But he
two
also walked
rapes. He's
around a
out
lot.
of the. He's out of the game.
He didn't walk.
He
You
didn't
get
just
two
sit
rapes
on a
in, and
horse
we'll take
everywhere.
that.
He's always on a horse.
How did he get inside?
he had big doors.
No, but he had Genghis Khan had people pre-rape for him. He wasn't his own.
Yeah.
He wasn't even his own
He
rapist.
didn't do shit.
He had like he came in and like
Yeah,
like,
raping in his
cleaned up the
name,
mess
dude.
afterwards.
I
It's
think
like,
he was just
he
a
wasn't
big
even-
sperm.
he wasn't even
He was the caboose.
he wasn't even his own
Look,
rapist.
man.
He
Yeah.
just came in a bucket and they just poured it in, ladies.
He's raping.
So that-
Michelle
that
Obama's
adds no
scared.
value to
Queen
a
Latifah's
basketball
scared.
game.
The truth is,
Queen and
Steve-O is
Michelle
scared.
are just
Okay.
scared. Yeah, and Steve-O with tits,
Steve-O's
definitely
tits,
scared.
he's scared,
Imagine
dude.
Because Genghis
Genghis-
Khan is
if
like in
Genghis
his
Khan-
prime. He
Alright,
doesn't
calm
know
down.
about medical practices, and he's like, "What the fuck? These are tits," and he latches on because remember, Steve-O's got shorts on. Mm-hmm. But all Genghis Khan sees is tits.
Is the tits. And
yeah.
Genghis
You
Khan might rape
think
Steve-O.
you think Genghis Khan, if Genghis Khan rapes our coach,
Steve-O.
Genghis Khan
Maybe.
rapes our coach, you think your coach is going to be cool with that?
He'll be in her head,
Oh,
You
that
think-
is
I
going to
think that's
cause a
game over.
kerfuffle. Obama.
Barack will throw in the
Barack will be
fucking
on our
white
team.
flag. He's going to have to.
gonna have-
Michelle's going to be like, your point guard just raped me.
Yeah,
All right,
if
what are you
if
going to
Barack
do
joins
about
our
it?
team.
if that was
Fucking
really his
hubby?
wife,
But he's a good
if that was
tactician.
really his
Obama's a
wife
good
and that was
tactician. He's like,
real,
listen,
Barack's
this
going
is
to
about the
continue
game.
on with the game after in the first
Yeah.
quarter.
If Michelle
Genghis Khan
Obama was
rapes-
really his
because he's
wife,
like,
runs
then
off the
that would make
court and
sense.
rapes our coach.
He's like,
and
it's for
like
the
in front
better
of
good
80,000
of the
fans.
game.
We're all
Very good at the
talking over
game,
each other.
dude.
Yeah, but that's the good part.
I know, but I like it. But yeah, that is a good point. Barack will probably end up having to join our team.
No,
just
he
out
would
of-
say
out of
it's for
good
the better of the
husbandry.
game. He said it's for the better
No,
of the
that
game,
would be
for the
if
better
it
of
was
the
really
team.
his wife.
Did
dude.
we
It's,
win?
for the
Did we
better
win
of the,
as a country
game.
of a team?
It's for the better of the game.
All right, well, I guess
It's for the better
the
of
judges
the
y'all
game.
need
Of the
some
game.
time to
I believe.
to compile the data.
I was pretty ready. I mean, are you guys ready?
I mean,
He's decided.
we're
Yeah,
gonna
that
argue
was a
again
fun
after.
extra arguing point.
All right, so yeah, I'll give Brian my.
Oh no, I'll just sit with you.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'll just.
It's a couch.
I'll slide over a little bit.
Can I get an introduction though? Can I get
Yeah,
man.
here comes our judge, Mr. Brian TV, everybody.
Yeah, man.
Y'all know him, y'all love him, y'all have heard him from the balcony on many episodes. Give it up for our judge,
Hello.
Brian TV.
He's the one that's been
He said
tracking
hello.
us this whole
Your
time,
Honor.
making sure we stayed in
First
the
of
in the
all, I'd
guidelines.
like to say, well done to everybody. This was a wonderful case to
It's a
preside
great
over.
game,
It's a
isn't it?
great
It's a
game.
great game.
I think it's very, very cool.
Thanks
Few
to-
things.
thanks to
I
drugs
think
and alcohol.
the person who has a better understanding of just general knowledge as a whole has an advantage in this game.
Sure.
You know, there's a lot of
That's why no
a little
phones,
confusion
dude, no
about who was
phones.
what and who was where.
Mm-hmm.
So I think right off the bat, that's going to be your handicap if you're with one person who has absolutely no idea about
course.
anything and they won. There were some great choices,
Yeah.
fellas.
As
We
as
only
you
play
continue
with
to do
people-
new games, there's no repeats allowed.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
hell
This
no.
will be
Yeah, like, so, like, in
documented.
future games when we
These
keep
will be
doing this,
documented.
we save this. There's no
we will
repeats.
play it again, and we
All right,
can't
so
use them.
in my
Yeah, man.
mind,
That's
I
why
did
it's
a
a
pros and a con for each one as we were going through it. Those weren't necessarily matchups. For example, I didn't assume that we were
No,
going
no,
man
correct.
on man.
Correct.
You know,
They're not. You're correct. Good
Genghis
judge.
Khan, pro, endurance. Very
Endurance,
smart,
definitely
incredibly good endurance. It takes a lot of endurance to ride a horse.
Leader on the
Long
court. Leader on the court.
miles. Leader on the court. You know, and just a very strong presence. You
Yeah.
can't be 5'8" and conquer half of
Yeah,
Asia
half of the world.
without being a strong presence. Khan. Just
His last
obsessed
name.
with rape.
Oh.
Just
Yeah.
all he wanted to do was breed. All he cared about was raping. Was
Genghis
lazy.
Khan.
Was
Yeah,
kind
isn't
of
that
lazy
good?
on his
That's
own
the
end,
last
and was accustomed to travel by horse. Also, wasn't familiar with basketball. One of the only people on the list, you know, who didn't have an understanding of basketball. So that's
He
gonna
could
be
learn quick.
That's gonna be one of his cons, or con.
Oh.
Steve-O, pro. Maniac, endurance, willing to do whatever it takes on the court. He is going to take a bruising. He won't care, and he'll keep on going even if his legs are broken. Put me in, coach. Put me in, coach. Put me in, coach. Con. heavily addicted in his prime to nitrous. Heavily addicted to painkillers.
Would even show up.
So is
to the game.
Steve-O. So is Steve-O. Steve-O loves
That's what I'm
nitrous.
saying.
He's saying Steve-O.
That's what I'm talking about.
Objection, interrupting the judge. Objection.
Judge's time.
Hearsay.
He is so unreliable, unfortunately, even at his prime. So if he showed up, I think he'd be an asset. But, it's 50-50 at that point. So you
50-50.
hopefully schedule the game later on at night. Jesus H. Christ, the real person, not the mythical figure. I enjoy this pick simply because it's hilarious to imagine Jesus Christ crossing up Thanos and any of the other people on there. He is just a normal man, however. He's also a carpenter. The extent of his physical knowledge really just deals with his hands.
He's the man.
He is not a shepherd. He is not a man who walks. His endurance really is probably on the lower end. And his recovery time is really low. It took him 3 days to get out of that fucking cave. So, if you were a baller, Superman would get out of the cave in 1 day. So, I like having Jesus Christ on there because it's cool to have him on there. Again, another strong choice as far as presence on the court. But as far as ability is concerned,
Out here saving ankles, dude.
yeah, it's a little tough. Abraham Lincoln. How can you not go with a tall man himself when it comes to
All
basketball?
hat, dude. That's all hat.
I think it's a good move. However, one of the cons is he is very much a cuck. Very much was abused by his wife. Got beat up by his wife.
If you could sense that on the basketball court.
Lost a couple children as well. So even at his prime, you're talking an 18, 19-year-old Abraham Lincoln. So let's say even at that point, for that point, he was willing to fight anybody when he was 19 or 20 years old. He would regularly challenge people to come up and knock his hat off. He'd be like, come up. He was Illinois State wrestling champion back in 1908. Very, very physical, very, very capable, has a knowledge of basketball. Excellent choice. Negative, free the slaves. All right, next one. Reason why? Kamala Harris on the other side of the board. Aggressive, strong, feminine. Prime Kamala Harris. I'm going to have to disagree with Coke on this one. I don't believe her prime is now. Firmly
She's not
believe
president
all
yet.
women's prime is the age of 21 years old. They are at their prime
I
at
see.
21. How physically capable was Kamala Harris at 21? Who knows? Again, I'm not sure. You guys should have double checked that. We should have all checked to see what her athletic
can't
background.
check.
Now, let's just assume she went to a good school. She went to a political career. So we have to assume she's well-rounded. Has a basic understanding of basketball. Mostly because she's trying to pretend to be blacker than she really is. So she will go out of her way to study. Very smart, politically
Wait,
ambitious.
am I allowed to throw the flag on just the concept we agreed on what the prime was
You're
when
having
I
an
said
objection
it?
right now.
If you were to judge, you should have said that's not her prime. I disagree.
Fair enough.
It's like we had
is
that
very-
as
I
a
thought
prime.
when we said the Stephen Hawking's in particular as
Yeah.
our basis for prime, it was,
I wish you would have said that as
You're
I
right.
said what the prime was.
I should have been maybe a little bit clear on that.
Should
I
have
thought-
paid more attention in law school.
when we were doing the Stephen Hawking's, I thought we were kind of solidifying that it was at your most athletically capable.
Yeah, but
It's
mental
you're-
prime is a whole nother.
Right.
yeah.
That's why we fought so hard against, or why I will get to it when we get to the Stephen Hawking's move. Why I
Yeah,
thought
keep
that was
going.
kind of one of the weaker pools.
Stephen Hawking.
Is Stephen Hawking. Queen Latifah, I think, is a very, very good move. Very Charles Barkley-esque. You know what I mean? She has a lot of body, but she has a lot of movement. Look at a lot of her early music videos.
Yeah.
She was moving. She was grooving.
good
One of the
pick.
progenitors of the pop and lock, of the stick it. Like a lot of her music, a lot of that centered around movement. She's also a lesbian. Sister Act 2.
She's a lesbian.
Strong, proud lesbian woman. She's gonna know how to ball. She grew up watching people how to ball. That is not a skill that can be dealt with, as well as with the rest of those. Again, Jesus H. Christ. Basketball didn't exist back in Jerusalem. Not really that familiar with it.
crossing
Genghis
ankles,
Khan,
dude.
Same. Not really a lot of basketball back then. Kamala
Making
Harris is
crosses,
probably the
maybe.
strongest basketball-oriented person on that team. On your guys' team. Superman.
I want her to rig it.
Obviously a
though,
great
you know?
choice.
Can I have an interjection real quick?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ can't be crossing ankles when he's hung on a cross.
That is true.
That's
Prime
fine.
Jesus Christ wasn't on the
can I
cross,
have
though.
an
Prime
objection?
Jesus Christ.
So if we have a coach, isn't the coach going to be knowledgeable in basketball, be able to teach all of our players how to play basketball?
Hearsay.
My assumption here is that we were literally plugging these people
Yeah.
straight out of the gun, and we were giving them just
yeah,
one
there's
day
a little bit
prep.
of maybe an hour before the
You
game.
guys may have to give me a little,
Yeah,
a little bit more
I'm with
explanation.
it. I'm with
yeah,
plays
we're
basketball.
in
I mean,
uncharted.
are they getting a week?
We're in a lot of uncharted territories right now.
Kind of an Olympics team, kind of.
So
Yeah,
well,
yeah,
let's
yeah.
assume then at that point they get 1 week. You guys
Sure.
get 1 week
One
with
week.
all
So
your
Obama's
guys.
gonna be
Yeah.
a beast at training.
1 week.
Who knows, right? We go to Superman. Superman and Thanos are both interesting choices because they're a mutually assured destruction, right? They're both atomic weapons. You guys had to choose one to negate the other. Anything Superman can do, Thanos will be able to cover. I would have gone with Homelander, but I think that was just kind of like my own thinking because of what I've been seeing. Thanos was smart. Prime Thanos, all the stones, really, really, basically undefeatable. You know what I mean? So those if almost the most interesting and yet the most uninteresting pick out of the whole thing because it is just very simple on the wall, eggshell white. You know who's gonna take that. You know you're gonna get some good dunks. You know you're gonna get some hot fucking picks from these two. They're gonna be dunking. They're gonna be crowd. You know it's gonna be great. So, but that's whatever. Now these 2 weaker choices. I love that the fifth person gets chosen by the opposite team.
It's a
that
good rule.
really, really, really smart move.
Thank you. This drugs and alcohol.
Vern Troyer.
Drags it out
Vern
more, is that what he said?
No, I just don't. You know, you can't say anything good about Vern Troyer on the basketball court. Unfortunately, he even Prime Mini Me. You know, he just is a midget.
Groovy, dude.
Austin Powers defeats him.
It's just a little. You know, I love Vern Troyer, but
Austin
I
Powers
watched
cheated.
a lot of that VH1 celebrity show where Vern Troyer peed on himself and he got too hammered in the little thing. Like he's a mess. He's not like.
his dick.
I
Stephen
forgot.
Hawking
Yeah, I remember
wasn't
now.
a disadvantage. I think Stephen Hawking was very much an advantage. And I think you guys kind of help them by giving them a prime Stephen Hawking. You have to remember Stephen
Can he
Hawking
walk?
was a party animal when he was 19, 20 years old. He was falling down the stairs at first because he thought he was too drunk. He was partying so hard that when he fell at the beginning of all of his sickness, he thought it was because he was drinking too much and that he was partying too much and pounding too much cues, bro. And it turns out he was dying from
And the
fucking
bitches.
LAX.
So
And the bitches.
So women are inherently prime at 21, but the man can't be 21.
No, he could be. No, I'm saying.
21, he crippled.
He.
Yeah.
No.
No, he got
I don't
crippled
know.
when he was like 23 or 24.
Okay, I was going off
He
what I
had
thought you were
a
saying.
man's
I
prime.
was
Isn't a
throwing
man's
out- you
prime
said
like
19?
I'd say a man's
But
prime.
it's his personal prime.
His personal prime.
Come on,
if you,
his
now
personal
look,
prime
if
is
you were to
now.
look at Stephen Hawkins and go, when was your
That's so
prime?
obvious.
But then you said Kamala.
Not physically.
But it is
I bring
physically.
up her
For me
rigging.
as
We
the
bring up
judge, I
the
believe
characters of the
most
person
females
for a
physically-
reason.
For basketball, 21 is going to be your optimal physical age.
And for guys, it's like 25.
21, 25
Yeah, but it's
for
his
guys.
personally
But
is
it-
clearly
but for
when he's
Stephen
not.
Hawkins is going to be not in the wheelchair and still
Yeah.
very much drinking and pounding.
Does Obama have to be
doing an average
21 when
against
he's
the
our
different
coach now?
Whatever his best time period
Does
is.
Obama
Whatever
have to?
Obama's
Yeah, their
personal
best time period
is
When he
that's-
was president.
right.
Yeah.
But I don't
For
think
him.
Stephen
And
Hawkins would
Kamala
look
Harris
at
is
you.
vice president.
I don't think Stephen Hawkins would look at you and go, "This was the best time of my life right now.
Yeah.
At my
Right.
most
But he
amazing."
can't. But
I ain't
that's
feeling
just
good.
when the average
I would
is.
say Kamala Harris would say vice
That's when the
president is her
average is.
time,
Really?
prime of her life. It's exact same.
physical prime.
So Obama's physical
But he's the coach.
presence.
He doesn't
But he's
have
the
to be
coach. I don't care
physical.
about
Okay,
Obama
okay,
physically.
okay.
He's the coach. He's
I
not
see.
balling.
I see.
Are
That
you
makes sense.
define the judge? Do we have to get the
I'm
bailiff
just
Valentino out of
don't
here?
know.
Stephen Hawkins, he's an excellent choice, I think. Just physically, he's got what it takes. He's also
But
very
it-
smart.
But it's not. I mean,
I know, but that's just.
you're gonna give him the youth average. Just when
I
he's
was.
physically
I felt like I was very. I was very vocal with how.
Your Honor, I feel like the.
There's a lot of
But
passion in this
but
game, bro. There's a lot of passion. That's what it is.
Your Honor, I feel like the
No.
defendants are being very disrespectful for you, and I'd like to hold them in contempt.
10-yard flag.
All right, let's get to coaches. Michelle Obama. I think this was another Superman Thanos situation. I think it could have gone a little bit more creative as
Sure.
far as coaches goes. Obama, he's there. We know he's aggressive. He's down to send predator bombs. He's down to kill. He doesn't care. He's down for it.
He's been
But
teaching them a week of basketball.
does he have it in him to really bring the chip home? Now, Michelle Obama, she's like a woman who dealt with a man like Obama.
Her week
You
of
know,
practice
there's
is
the
trash,
strength.
dude. Her week of practice is going to be trash.
It's gonna be trash because
Obama's will be good.
I think
Objection leading.
her nutrition game. I think her nutrition game's up a little bit higher.
Nutrition
You know, I think she's just a little bit smarter on the uptake as far as what calories are going to be bringing in. Obama's going to be smoking. He's going to be hanging out with the boys.
Obama be
He's going to be fucking
smoking.
like chilling. He's going to be kicking. You know,
Paula and her are gonna be debating the whole time.
and at the end of the day,
So
Obama
Obama's
isn't going to
smoking,
want
so
to hear
he's
Michelle
25
Obama
again.
chirping for the next, you know. That's the pro for him. He wants to win because he doesn't want to hear her bitch at him saying, "Oh, remember that one time I beat him?"
I don't think he does. He says he did when he was in college.
You don't think he could easily smoke now?
He could.
Who,
I'm just saying
Obama?
he's
Yeah.
famous.
Why
for-
wouldn't he?
Yeah, exactly.
He's famous
He's
for
not
saying.
president. He's not
he's famous for
president anymore.
saying that.
That's all
He's a
I'm saying.
Politician.
I'm unaware of him
All right,
smoking now.
politicians never lie.
All in all,
I'd never say he lied. We just don't know of it.
Objection.
out of a
I would know of
ranking
it.
that I've created myself, 1 to 10, Will's and Coke's team is like a 6.5. And Alex and Adam, you guys are looking at a really solid 7.8. 7.8.
What do you think the score would be?
8. I think unfortunately Adam and Alex win probably by about 20 points, I'd say.
But remember, Kamala Harris brings us a 25-point advantage because she rigs games.
Yes, that is true. So
Yep.
I think
So
it could come down to the wire. You guys could win.
it's always a swing.
But out of the
And
500,
Stephen Hawking would be falling on the fucking floor because he's 19.
I'm
He would
gonna.
You gotta let the judge judge. You gotta let the judge judge.
But yeah, with that being said, Team Abraham Lincoln, Queen Latifah, Thanos, Steve-O, and Stephen Hawking is the
Yeah,
winner
it's
for
some
this
fucking
run around.
Bullshit. Stephen Hawking would be falling. You would
Good
pass
job,
the ball.
guys.
I'm gonna hold this against you forever, Brian.
Yeah.
I know. I'm sorry.
Subtly and passive aggressively.
We got people.
I'm just kidding.
We got point makers.
Abraham and Queen Latifah putting up points and anything Superman can.
We got
do,
Stephen
Thanos
Hawking. Thank
can
you,
do
Brian, for
better.
being the judge of
yeah,
that.
of course.
Brian, give it up. Give it up,
Give it up for
Brian.
Brian. Thank you, Brian.
Oh, just win next time, dude.
Thank you for listening to us argue about nothing for this amount of time.
I have something to think about.
It's
Yeah.
something to think about.
It's an incredible game.
And now these go on record as the first game we played, and we cannot use these
Yeah,
characters
right,
henceforth.
right.
Now you gotta
We
save
will
us some.
save this document.
Yes.
And put the judge down there at the bottom. So
Yeah,
like
definitely,
he
definitely.
judged it each time.
That's true, because you got to understand a judge, you know? It's also going
It's
to
a
be part
whole
of it.
other element of the thing.
You got to try to predict how the judge will think, you know? And this is
Of course,
how
it's
it is.
part of it.
It's part of it,
It's
dude.
part of the
everything's
game.
And
everything's
also
part
just
of
making
it.
sure what details, what is prime? You know,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know what prime age is for these people.
Yeah, I mean, it's sort of what the judge think is prime, and also, I mean, there is an element of you could maybe not even necessarily do prime, but like if you want, I think there's an option of if I wanted to choose Stephen Hawking and I wanted wheelchair Stephen Hawking, I could specify.
Wheelchairs.
I could, and then that could be
Yeah.
a whole other element.
Correct.
And that does
when
seem
you
like
pick your teams.
the obvious. That's how people think of Stephen Hawking.
But that's how we thought.
That's
about
when he
Stephen
made his. That's when he made his name.
But that's not what
famous.
I was thinking.
that's
I mean,
not-
when you
yeah.
said that,
Yeah, you say it. But that's the point. Just like I did, you say it out loud for everybody.
yeah,
This
you
is
could
what this
say it.
means.
This is what you get.
Yeah, you say it.
That's why you make rules in new games.
That's what, it's all part of the process. It's great.
Yeah.
Constitution.
It still
Great
fucking
time.
makes me laugh how like, I mean, we used to play this game for we did it at the house one time for like 4 hours, where like we did opening statement, and then the first statement was you could only talk about your team, and then the other person had only talk about their team. Then second statement was then you could discuss the
Yes,
other
this-
team.
this is a shortened
and then
version
a
of it.
closing statement. And we had to sometimes at the club we had people going there. We were all just like all keyed up. and
People would be,
fucked
like,
up.
walking in
and
the
people would
club,
come
seeing
in and
us
they'd be like, "What are
playing."
y'all doing?" And then they would immediately. But every single time they would be like, "Well, this is actually a very interesting game."
Yeah,
I know y'all are all fucked up and this is retarded, but like this is actually.
that and we really gotta we gotta market Didex and make it our own thing, dude.
Yeah, but this is a great game.
Didex is an amazing drunken game that we created. It's a lot of fun.
I mean, dude, that one time, that February when I won off of Joan of Arc, that's something that I'll never forget. That's something I don't even know.
Okay, I would have
That's a
believed
specific
you.
example, yeah.
I remember last time my Superman argument is what made me win.
I won an argument at the house one time. I can't remember who was the judge. It might have been Will. Might have been the judge. And my closing argument was, "We have more black guys than y'all."
Yeah,
And
that was such
won.
a great argument. It was so funny.
I can't remember who was on the other team. It might have been me and you together. I can't remember who was on the other team, but I think it might have been Adam.
JDK and Adam.
Yeah, and they went on this whole convoluted thing of like 20 minutes on their team, and I just go, "We have more black guys." And
Like, look at this. And point it out.
whoever the judge was just like, "Yeah, that's
kind of ball game.
That's gonna do it." That's why we start switching up the sports. We can do swimming,
Soccer.
soccer. Soccer's just so many people. Baseball is so many people. Bowling's interesting.
Bowling would be cool.
Anything with like 5 people five's about the most you can do. Swimming would be interesting for the Olympics, like volleyball, badminton, tennis doubles would be interesting.
Baseball would be like a monopoly kind of.
Yeah, football would be so many people.
Yeah.
Which I mean, at some point that's a whole podcast situation. But I mean, it's still such an interesting game that you get sucked in. See, drugs and alcohol are good for some things, dude.
Drugs and alcohol are good for something.
You know, then I don't even remember how we even created this.
Well, Adam went over at the beginning, which I don't remember that, so I guess I wasn't there. But
No, it was we were playing horse. And then we realized that
oh goodness,
the cocaine was ketamine and not cocaine.
Oh yeah, we were on ketamine. Yes.
I'm
glad I wasn't there. Okay.
Yes, I remember this. It was me and you. That was the first time I ever did ketamine. And it was me and you and maybe like Scott. It was me and you just at first.
No,
it was literally just me and you. And then I literally hit a line of it, and Adam like went to the bathroom, and I was sitting there, and I was immediately like, I've never felt this way before in my life. And Adam gets back and I go, "Do you feel weird?" And he goes, "Dude, I was just about to say something to you." And I was like, and Adam was like, had to tell me because I'd never done it before. He's like, "I think it's just ketamine." And we were like, I guess let's do it all. But then somehow in that ketamine high, we were just, I don't even.
Because we were shooting basketball first.
Yeah.
And then what ketamine does, if y'all haven't done it, you can't move your limbs sometimes.
I mean, I don't want to.
Oh, you still want to
I'm sure it was a quick like, damn, you know who would be good at basketball would be the Hulk. And then we were like, all right, well, I think Superman would beat the Hulk. And then we started just drawing.
Started arguing and drawing.
Well, then because the first game, that's how the rule came, the inception of it, because then we were just picking all superheroes, and they were just like, this isn't a fair basketball game. So then we were picking basketball players, and then it just turned into a fucking LeBron Jordan argument.
Boring.
You know.
Oh, so LeBron Jordan.
It's just boring.
No, but the thing of the B hurt time.
Yeah, but that was just boring, and then.
But no, you think about the ketamine
that
stuff. I'm surprised you did ketamine with me that one time after you did it that time.
That was the second time that I ever did it. I don't think I've done it since then.
Yeah.
So then the second time I ever did it was
that was good.
I was with Coke at the house, and then I don't even remember who. I guess I bought it from somebody, but I was like, I want to do it again. And then I bought a full gram of ketamine, and Coke came over, and we were just playing pool. It was just me and Coke. And I was like, I only want to do this one more time, so I did a whole gram to myself.
Do it proper.
I think Coke
I did one line.
Did like one line.
I did one line. I was high on cocaine, and it brought me down, and I was like, I don't like it.
Yeah, and then I just did the
He
rest
did more.
by myself as we're playing pool. And it was so much ketamine that I was like looking at the pool table, and it looked like I was playing pool with like a toothpick. And the ball, and I was just like doing that. And then like I looked up, and I guess from staring at the felt on the pool table, when I looked up, everything like looked like that felt material, and like Coke looked like a Muppet. He looked like a Muppet, and we just kept playing pool. And then I just kept saying to Coke, "I'm sorry for being so weird."
He said that to me at least 3 or 4 times for me randomly throughout the night. He'd be like, "I'm sorry for being so weird right now," and I kept being like, "You're fine, dude. You're just bad at pool."
Yeah, he's like, "You just suck at this."
He never told me this is what you see.
And then in my brain, like I knew this wasn't the case, but in my brain, I thought that Coke was the devil, or that he was some sort of pawn of the devil, and we were playing for my soul. And, like I had that like weird.
Was it the darts or pool or playing for your soul?
No, so yeah, we kept losing. I kept losing at pool, and that was just like a weird thought in my brain. And then Coke goes, "Let's not play this. Let's play darts." And that's what like clarified it. I was like, we're definitely playing for my soul. Because now he's just challenging me to this other game that he knows I'm going to be bad at. And then, dude, I probably never even really hit the board.
Yeah, it wasn't
and it's
good.
every time I was just reluctantly grabbing the darts, and Coke was like, "You're good, you're not being weird." But in my brain, I'm like, "Fuck, dude."
But I
he's
felt
just gonna
bad for
be-
him. Like, we don't have to play darts, you know? I was like, he's really bad at it. But in his mind, he's like, that's what the devil would want me to say, because we're playing for my soul.
Commitment, yeah.
You know?
You can't play scared on ketamine. Yeah.
He
Yeah,
thought
yeah,
I was talking him out of stopping playing
clear
because I was
eyes,
going to take
full
his
hearts.
soul.
Can't lose.
Fucking hilarious, dude.
Yeah, it's there's fucking there's that movie. It's like a really famous movie. The Seventh Seal. The Seventh Seal is like this like classic. I think I just like watched that like right before this, somewhere near that ketamine trip, and I watched the second Bill and Ted's where they die, and they're just making fun of a movie called The Seventh Seal, which is like when they die, they're like in like a limbo-y era. And then they have to play this like Grim Reaper-y character in chess, and like the loser, like if he loses, he goes to hell. If he wins, he goes to heaven.
Kind of
I
like
think I watched,
Tenacious D.
huh?
Tenacious D.
Yeah, sort of. They're probably making fun of the movie The Seventh Seal because it's like a movie from like the 50s.
Is that what they do in Tenacious D?
He has to play against.
Yeah, sort of
Oh,
like
the guitar,
that.
yeah.
Sort of like
Okay.
that. But in
Yeah.
Bill and Ted's, it's not Excellence Adventure, it's the second one. But yeah, they literally are playing him like in random, and they're making fun of the movie Seventh Seal because the whole movie's in like him talking to this devil character playing chess, and it gets very philosophical. But in Bill and Ted's, it's just Keanu Reeves and dude, and like after they lose in chess, they're just they just beat him. They just beat him the first time. He's like, fuck, that's not supposed to happen. He goes, now we play Connect 4. And then they play that, and they beat him again. They're like, dude, you suck. And he's like, Twister. And yeah, playing. But that's how I felt. I knew it wasn't, it's when you're tripping like that, like, you know the things aren't real. They're irrational thoughts. But it's no matter, it still
You
feels
seem
like
normal to me. It was just funny that you kept saying, I'm sorry for being weird right now. And that shit only got
Yeah,
funnier.
you look like a Muppet, dude.
Yeah, if I look like a Muppet, I'd
I
be
was playing a
I gotta-
Muppet in pool.
They're having some technical difficulties again. Thank y'all for having me on the podcast.
All right, cool.
I got fired down to the club.
Yeah.
Good, Victor. Keep the data on that.
Yeah, we'll save it.
Solid W.
Good game of the draft.
We'll
Good
save
game of the draft.
Boom, boom, boom.
Thank you, Ron. All right, buddy. I'll see
yeah.
you soon.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we'll see you next week. I think. What do you think? Well, you ever tripped out? I was thinking the other day, like how funny it is, like when you trip and just like I just like throw people wads of money, whatever they ask for. Like if I went to a store, just like tripping.
Oh, you're
on
talking about
acid.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
just
your
throw-
type of stories where
you
you're
throw
like,
money at
that's
people?
what I do.
Not like no, like it's just like
Okay, you wanna
whatever.
trip
Like
tomorrow?
money's pointless. Oh no, you say.
Yeah,
you
when
say.
I'm like tripping on acid or like a lot of mushrooms, less so. Acid, you're just tripping so hard. Like I can handle it, but like if I'm like a real situation, like buying like at the grocery store or something, like it's already so weird. Like you feel like an alien or something.
Yeah.
Like they know. Everybody here knows. So like I've definitely bought stuff before, and like they're just like it's $23.50, and just reach into my pocket and like just I have a wad of cash, and I'm like, ugh, here, take it. And they're like, yeah, you have $30 in change. I'm like, I don't know, keep it. I don't want it. It just feels so.
Have you done acid?
Once.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
did it
lot.
once.
It's a lot,
I told
dude.
you guys I was in a casino.
It's like I don't do what he
Yeah,
does,
it's
but I could
wild.
easily see how I could be in that mindset for whatever
You've
reason.
never done it?
Yeah.
No, I've done acid, and I haven't
Yeah.
felt the way he feels, but I easily could understand
Yeah,
how
it's
you could
so
be in
weird.
that train of mind or whatever for
Were you
whatever
gambling?
reason. You're just like, ah.
No, I don't gamble. My buddy got some
Yeah.
free tickets and he's like, let's go for a fucking trip out here in this casino.
Yeah, if you're gambling, it'd be.
And I'm like, this can be fun. And then I got invited to do a comedy at some like rap show. But I was like, I can't drive. I'm
Yeah,
tripping
or
balls.
do comedy. Say it.
I mean, it would have been fun.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't. I've tried to get. I've definitely a couple times I've like eaten mushrooms at accidental, and then Coke was there one time, and they were like, "We need somebody to host. Alec, do you want to host?" And like at first I'm like, "Yeah, I'll host," and then like I got up there
Ups and
once,
downs
and it
of
was
it.
just like. And like all the things in my head before I get on stage that I think are so funny. Like I get upstairs and I get up
Hard
on
saying
stage and
them.
I'm like, and everybody's like, what? And it's just like 20 people looking at you. But wait, you don't understand what I'm saying? Anyway, next coming to the stage is.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Well,
I hate it.
I was
That's
at
what
a
I felt like-
festival once, and it was like one of those desert fests, right? And I was doing some K, and I was all fucked up, and then fucking somebody came up to me, and they had, Johnny Stewart and Izzy, they had fucking what do you call 'em? Mushrooms in one of those Mexican lollipop push-up pops,
Okay, yeah.
and like I didn't know that.
Like a Flintstones push pop?
No, like the Mexican push pops. The Mexican push pops with the chile shit, like the
Yeah,
chile
yeah, yeah.
candy. Yeah, so
But it was mushrooms.
but it was mushrooms, and I didn't know this. I was fucked up, and he's like, "Hey, want some?" And I was like, "Oh, cool, push pop." And then fucking Andy, she's like, "Yeah, mushrooms," and I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh shit!" And I was like, "Fuck it."
Mushrooms are much easier to handle.
Yeah, it was too late already.
much easier. Yeah.
I was
but
eating, like,
it's a
I-
trip, dude.
But I had to go up on stage, and I was tripping. I remember looking at the sky, and I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with the
Oh, no.
mushrooms?" Fuck! I got to
Yeah.
go on stage, and it was like 5 minutes before, but then I did it. I had fun.
Yeah, yeah. If you just do straight material, that's fine.
Yeah, yeah.
You can get in the groove or whatever, but like hosting, like you're trying to like riff off stuff and like you gotta,
Think in the moment, you could
yeah,
argue.
yeah. Think
Yeah.
in the moment, which you can think in the moment off stage so easily, but as soon as you get up there, it's just,
I'm with you because
everything's out the window.
I've tried it once or twice. I have the same it's struggle for words. Like that's
Yeah.
what I was saying. Even me doing the mushrooms last week, which was fun. I had a good time, but it's like sometimes I feel like it's harder to think of a moment.
Yeah,
something in the moment.
Well,
you
and it's
know?
also like I think like when like if
different.
you say something and it doesn't do that well, like the part that you think's funny, even though that's not even the funny part, then you say that part and you expect everybody to just be on your side, and as soon as they're not, you're just kind of like, wait, but that was funny because
Yeah.
you start just backpedaling into it.
You really want to explain it too.
Yeah.
Don't you see? You're like,
Like,
that
don't
house
you-
is a cat.
If
That house is a cat.
that is what I kept saying.
He kept saying to me, he's like, the house is a cat. There's a big projector of like
Yeah.
a house.
It was
yeah,
Adam's
on the wall.
house.
It was
Adam's house
actual
was
house.
on the projector, and in my mushroom state of mind, it looked like a cat like curled around a
It
litter
took
box.
him till or he gave me some mushrooms, then good hour and a half to 2 hours. Eventually, I'm like, I can see it now.
Yeah,
you know?
but I was literally on stage like, look, it's a cat. And everybody was like, I don't see a cat. And I was like, no, it's literally a cat. And you just get stubborn because you feel like if
Why
you
don't you see it this way?
If you don't, if they don't see it this way, then you're a failure.
Yeah, you can't explain it to him.
And you can't. There's no backing down until.
Oh no, he didn't back down for shit the whole night until I ate some mushrooms. It took a while. The whole night he's like, but it is.
It is a cat.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I just
And it was.
Coke is
It's a house
fun
cat.
on stage.
Huh?
Doing coke if you've done a lot of coke.
That's not nearly as
Because you're
bad to me.
fucking- You can't even talk.
Yeah,
Well, it
But I don't
depends
know
on how
how
much
Robin
you
Williams-
done. You
I don't know
know,
how
Robin
done.
Williams.
I've done
and
it a
all those
handful
guys
of
did all that
times.
shit.
yeah.
Chris Farley and shit.
That's so much easier though than.
I would think so
mushroom?
easier. I would
yeah,
say so.
yeah.
In my opinion, I've done both. Little
Feel
bit,
like I can do
only a
pretty
handful
good.
of times. But
yeah, but I mean, if these guys back in the day were doing it fucking like,
Oh yeah.
but after an 8 ball, you're not gonna be able to
Fucking
talk.
dude, fucking Keith Richards of the Rolling Stones. Him and I was watching some documentary, and Charlie Wood was like the other guitarist, and he was like, yeah, me and Keith had a competition where we would hit lines of coke in between each song. And then Charlie Wood goes, what I didn't know was Keith Richards was doing a line of coke and a line of heroin. And he was just, and like, there's old videos like Keith Richards with the Rolling Stones, like they're playing like "Gimme Shelter," and he's playing "You Can't Always Get What You Want." And they're just like looking over him, just being like, "Keith, the wrong song, like this wrong song."
yeah,
That's nuts,
it's
How the
like
fuck did he survive?
dude. There was one point where
champion.
he ran out of heroin to shoot up, so they walked
He
in his
showed up
hotel to
with
shoot
you,
up
you said.
Jack Daniels.
Yeah.
It just unnerves me to think of that.
Yeah, that
It's
kind of
just
hurts so bad.
unnerving to think. That's crazy.
And I don't even know if that works because I think your body
don't
has to
think-
break
I think
down
you would
alcohol
die.
for.
I would think you would die.
you would
It's
think
just
he
a
would be
wise
dead.
tale
Yeah.
or something.
I would hope it's a.
I think all those guys are insane. I mean,
They were insane, dude.
I don't think. I mean, maybe not
And
even
it's
doing
just
like that
changed
much.
now. How now?
Ozzy
probably
Osbourne
guys-
bit the head off a bat, dude.
Yeah.
But it is interesting,
Crazy.
like it's interesting to me, like all those like rock and roll, like even like a lot of the comedians back then, it's like rock and roll lifestyle.
Yeah.
That was the era. But like if somebody's doing that nowadays, you're like, that guy's a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah.
But like back then, everybody was like, dude, see how fucking cool
Yeah.
this is.
Yeah.
It was fucking awesome, but it was like so romanticized back then.
Yeah, I
It's
mean, I
not.
grew up thinking that shit.
I still think it's cool.
Yeah.
But if it's done now, it's not
it's
cool
looked
for whatever.
frowned upon. Yeah.
Yeah, well, no, because nobody does it.
Yeah, not as many people drink or party like that.
Yeah, nobody
You got
really
like
does
you got
it.
like Steve-O, basically.
Yeah, well,
It's the
Steve-O
last
was
of, and he's older, and but that was someone I thought was cool.
Yeah.
to a degree, but it all just got sad. as they
Yeah,
got
like with
older.
them, it was like so like they're making like incredible music.
Yeah.
It's like no one's even. I don't know. I
right,
guess.
music. Yes.
Yeah, I guess if there was somebody now like putting out albums and they were getting that fucked up, that'd be one thing. But just nobody's doing that.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
it-
I mean, nobody's really.
I mean, Lil Wayne was kind of, but he stopped doing lean.
Who?
Lil Wayne,
Oh.
when he had the seizure, doing the lean.
Yeah.
You know, see that one even like talked about. You know what I mean? Those aren't like big party lore stories. You know what I mean? It's not like listen how fucking badass this is.
Yeah, he wasn't destroying.
Yeah.
Like rock star lifestyle, destroying hotel.
Yeah, no one
rooms.
thought it was cool when it happened.
Yeah. Yeah, like even now like, they just destroy hotel rooms, and like now you just be like, what a douchebag.
Yeah.
But like for some reason back then, even like now thinking back, it's like sure there's a part of me it's like yeah what a douchebag, but it's still like nah that kind of rocks.
Yeah, they were rock and roll.
Yeah, fucking Keith Moon would just drop half sticks of dynamites in the toilets everywhere he would go.
What?
Yeah. He's the drummer for the Who. He used to just like blow up toilets every single hotel they were in.
Why?
Crazy person.
Fun.
That's just being a
Yeah,
reckless.
him and
dickhead, like doing knowing real estate.
Well, that's why the
and
public has
property and shit.
turned
I'm
against
like,
these
dude, you're
people
a
doing
dick.
these things because now instantly it's like, yeah, what
Yeah.
a dickhead.
That's why they don't do it anymore.
Yeah,
but they
that-
still look back and go, kind of cool.
Pretty wild. That's
kinda
crazy.
Yeah, but you're like, damn, you fucked up all them pipes and shit.
But it wasn't like
was
Post
the time.
Malone famous for throwing out, like, I don't know, TV out the Bellagio in Beverly Hills.
Yeah,
or
that's
something.
fun.
That was, it was something like
Him and-
like a table through the window or something out the.
Fucking Joe Walsh and Keith Moon. Joe Walsh he's the one that made the Eagles cool.
It's your boy Post.
He's but him and Keith Moon used to like go on tour together, and they would have competitions of who could destroy the most hotel rooms, who could cause the most damage.
Yeah, that's
And they had a competition once of
definitely a
who
bad
could
person.
stay up the whole tour. Just like 3 months. Fucking dude, all these like they're all so crazy. Like
Yeah.
they literally like John Bonham, the drummer for Led Zeppelin, like he would just like walk down the street and just like give people straight cash, like $100,000 for their car.
He was on acid,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, well, John Bonham was just drinker. Drummers are usually just drinkers. Like he died. I mean, they partied a lot, but he died because he ordered for breakfast 4 quadruple screwdrivers in like an hour period, and then he just threw up in his sleep. Yeah,
Four
so 16 shots for breakfast. Jeez.
I couldn't imagine. What?
I couldn't imagine ordering a quadruple.
Yeah, I've never heard that term until you said it. To be fair,
Yeah, that's
totally
like
new
me
term to
saying
me.
a zillion.
Kind of like zillionaire. Dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's as
Zillion.
radical as that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't, dude. Just when I drank,
Do you have a spliff?
Yeah.
when I drank and I partied, like to the end of the times when it was like coming to an end, when I was like, man, this shit could kill me.
Yeah, when it got sad.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was just you be drinking and partying all the time, and then you could feel it in your body, bro. I'd be going out place and I'd be like, man, I smell like booze.
Yeah.
I'm being like, you smell like whiskey, William, and you're like, and then you feel like death for like next 2 days after if you had a good enough hangover.
Well, yeah, and also once you get older, it does hit you much more. But
Yeah.
but no, there is. It's like with all partying addictions and all that stuff like that. It's just a bell curve of like, it's cool, it's the peak of cool, and then it just slowly starts to get less cool, where everybody around you's like, nah, dude, it ain't cool no more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you got to get the top of that bell curve and you just keep it flat.
Yeah.
And you just got to remain cool.
How do you keep it flat?
By being famous.
Doing badass
and
shit,
doing,
yeah. You
being
gotta be
fucking on the
badass.
Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
You know?
You're where you're making so much money that because like at that point it's like
Then people can't talk.
people can't talk shit. That's
Yeah.
like you're doing good enough to where people are like when people are like you're partying too much, it's ruining your career. But
It's like,
when they
no,
just go,
actually, I'm thriving,
you're
bitch.
partying
Yeah.
too much, it's making your career better. No one's gonna say that.
That's
to
the genius of them smashing the bathrooms and stuff because
Yeah.
they wanted to keep the party image so hard alive
Yeah.
to continue their
you.
career.
They sold more tickets.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, the Who after every concert they destroyed all of their instruments. They were the first ones like that classic like smash everything. They were the first every show they destroyed them all. It's awesome.
Yeah, but then you.
There's a video of Keith Moon I was just talking about. I think it was Johnny Carson, but he would blow. They after when they smashed all their instruments, they were like, "Don't do that," and they were like, "All right, we don't give a fuck," and they smashed them anyway. And he put like explosives in his drum set, and it blew up, and a part of one of his cymbals blew off, and it got stuck in his arm forever. The video is crazy. I think it's on
What
Johnny
are
Carson.
you saying?
But they literally smashed with their arms, and he blows up his drum set, and a piece of the cymbal broke
Is that
off.
something we can look up?
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now?
definitely. Yeah, I got it.
We got it.
But yeah, it's they literally after every show, I think it was Johnny Carson, like Dick Cavett or something, and they were just like, "All right, just don't do that on our show." And it's like, they're all like 24, and they're the most famous people in the world. Which I couldn't imagine that. But yeah, then he like permanently has a
Here.
he permanently has a piece of his cymbal in his arm.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah, all those guys are awesome, dude.
Explosives.
In his drum set. That was like his thing. He didn't make it. He died too.
He's dead.
Yeah, he died.
You know who's still alive? Madonna.
Yeah, Keith Richards, dude. Keith Richards still alive is unbelievably crazy. I got it. All those, I mean, like the fact that Keith Richards is still touring.
Yeah.
It's all the Who. Yeah, explosive drums.
My headphones.
Oh, hold on.
I don't want that. Save up to 30. Dismiss that. Look how much they blew up. It's on live TV.
The explosion caused a momentary.
Look at him back there. They're just smashing all their shit. And then.
The explosion caused a momentary breakdown in transmission across America.
And you
Pete
keep
Townsend
destroying
claimed he
shit?
was left permanently
Gotta
deaf in one
politely
ear,
take it off of him.
and a flying symbol
Yeah,
Pete
squished
Townsend's
into
like
Moon's
dead.
arm.
Now he's
Look, he's trying to stop it.
It's all goodness.
It's so funny.
That's fucking hilarious.
It's rock and roll, dude.
That's very rock and
Let's see some
roll.
of this rock and roll.
Yeah, it's sick, dude. All those guys are amazing. That's like the most fascinating parts of history.
Yeah.
all the rock and roll people. It's
party.
like Creedence Clearwater, Creedence Clearwater. Also they're like
Nope.
that's like Born on the Bayou, right through the
bayou.
Ooh,
Born on the bayou.
Proud Mary.
I don't know, Proud Mary.
Yeah. But John Fogerty. They're all from here. They've never even been to the South, which is funny.
That's
all
true.
their songs are about the bayou, but they're from out here.
I'll tell you what I think about it.
Yeah. John Fogerty, he's the lead singer and guitarist for that band. He after their first album, first or second album, he got a whole new band because they had a big hit on there, Susie Q, which is a cover, Susie Q. But they had a cover, and he had a meeting with them. He said, and they were just kind of no, let's just keep riding off of this money. And he was like, no, I want to make new music. We're in a band. And then he said that he was yeah, they just kept wanting to do more heroin and didn't want to do any actual new music. So I just had to get a whole new band. He literally had to be no, guys, let's do something. They're nah, let's just do heroin. And he was like, no, we could do cooler shit.
It's heroin, dude.
Too much heroin.
Yeah, heroin. You know that's what I'm saying, man. I've done cocaine. I've never done heroin.
No, I'm good off that.
Never done no meth. Sure, it scares me because of these stories.
Of course.
You know,
Yeah, I mean, meth is fair.
there's plenty of stories about cocaine ruining your life too, but that one didn't scare me. So I can tell you.
Yeah, 27 Club, dude. If you know about the 27 Club.
Yeah, man.
Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, John Bonham, Jim Morrison, Jimi Hendrix, and Janis Joplin. I think there's another one. But they all three died at 27 in like a year and a half. And they were part of the three biggest. I mean, like, that'd literally be like right now if like fucking like Cardi B, Lizzo, and who's another? Like Ed Sheeran all died in a year and a half off of.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah, Taylor Swift all died like a year and a half of each other off of drugs and alcohol. And then people were like, fuck it, they played good. Like right now, like it would just be like Taylor Swift died, like, oh, it's so of course it was sad back then.
Swifties would.
But I don't think, they would kill themselves probably. Some of them, I bet you if Taylor Swift died right now of a heroin overdose, I bet some Swifties would kill themselves.
Of heroin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
They
say
hop
of heroin?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. They would be
A
like,
bunch of them are gonna do a lot of heroin that night.
Yeah.
yeah, just to be like, I got to get in her head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to do what Taylor does.
Yeah. Why was she like this? Like, oh, I won't die, but I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Or connect with her.
I'm feeling 22. Damn, dude. If she would have died at 22 of a overdose when she came out with that song, which I don't think she came out with them, but if she would have died,
Shake it off.
shake. Yeah, I got the shakes.
That's the one I think of first. Is the shake.
I
It
got
Off.
the shakes off.
Fucking.
Yeah, but it's weird. Like back then, it was more just like, wow, it's rock and roll. Now it'd be like, what a piece of shit.
Yeah, I mean, look at
Yeah.
fucking Amy Winehouse. Everybody hated on her and shit.
Yeah, 27 Club also,
27.
and Kurt Cobain, 27 Club. And, Let's see what's in the 27 Club. The original one was Robert Johnson, if you know who Robert Johnson is. Robert Johnson's like the original rock and roll. He's like, you know, like all the stories of like selling your soul to the devil for music.
No.
You never heard that
You
concept?
literally were just talking about Tenacious D. That's where that comes from.
Oh, I'm good.
That's where that whole story
Yeah,
of,
the concept.
of the concept of Tenacious D. Are you listening?
Yeah, I'm looking at the 27 Club.
Yeah, it's very interesting. But listen to this. I probably know more than you're going to read.
Do you?
Yeah, I know so much about this shit. But listen, the Robert Johnson, he's like, they say like is the original 27 Club guy. He's what happens to Tenacious D. If like playing the devil is like, I'm gonna get your soul, like Devil Went Down to Georgia. It's where it comes from. He went to, which I've been to it. It's in Clarksdale, Mississippi. Robert Johnson was like this black dude in like the 20s, 30s, somewhere in there, and he like apparently like didn't. He was in Clarksdale, Mississippi, and apparently he like didn't know any guitar, and like everybody in the town was like, he like disappeared, and then he came back and he just like shredded at the guitar, and then they were like, he sold his soul to the devil, and that's where it's go down to the crossroads, because in Clarksdale, Mississippi, there's literally a thing called the crossroads. It's like the train track and like these two highway meet, and there's literally like a thing like there that's like for Robert Johnson, all this stuff. But yeah, they say he went to the crossroads, sold his soul to the devil, came back and just could shred on guitar.
That's how confused.
they're like,
that's how confused
yeah.
white people were.
Yeah,
with
white
black
people
guy
were like,
knowing
"There's
his
no
instrument."
way,
They're
yeah.
like, what is happening?
There's no way this black dude could be this good at guitar.
No way, dude.
It barely was like a month or something. I'm sure he just like went away in practice, but
Yeah, right.
but they're like, he had to have sold his soul to the devil, which is probably where they really term for like, it's the devil's music.
Yeah,
Comes
down
from-
Georgia.
Yeah, Robert Johnson, singer songwriter. Although it was
And he died at 27. Now it's seeming more
yeah, isn't that funny?
devil inspired.
Probably didn't even die at
somehow.
27. The one most often associated with him is that he sold his soul to the devil at a local crossroads in return for musical success. Let's see.
Yeah,
The
Robert
Devil
Johnson
Legend.
is-
According to legend, is a young man living in Plantation Rural. Of course, it's Plantation Rural. All Mississippi is. One of the legends also told us that Johnson was instructed to take his guitar to a crossroad near Dockery Plantation at midnight. There he met by a large black man, the devil in parentheses, who took the guitar and tuned it. The devil played a few songs and then returned the guitar to Johnson, giving him mastery of the instrument. This story of a deal with the devil at the crossroads mirrors the legend of Faust. In exchange for his soul, Johnson was able to create the blues for which he became famous. Yeah, he's like the original blues godfather, and it's because of the devil.
Robert Johnson.
Yeah, Robert Johnson. Do you know what Faust is? What I just said?
No.
We had to read Faust in high school. It's like the first one. I'm sure there was plenty before it because all like main stories date back forever, like the bass part. But we had to read in high school. It's a play. There's a book maybe also, but it's this guy. He sells. He makes a deal with the devil. Now the devil is like a demon named Mephistopheles. And
Mephistopheles.
M-E-P-H. M-E-P-H. Meth. How black people pronounce meth, but you smoking meth?
That good meth?
You smoking that good meth? We're gonna need to call the ambulance. Meet us at the library. Then when they get there,
that dude
I'm gonna
I
need
drove from Memphis today was heavy. Where I'm just like,
yeah, Memphis.
What is he saying?
Memphis.
Like
I heard it
stuff.
on the phone. Yeah, Memphis. Got to ask you some questions, but so he makes a deal with Mephistopheles. And it's like he basically just gets to do whatever the fuck he wants for like 33 years or whatever it is. And he's like, He's like, but you could literally be. I think he like wanted to fuck some girl. And he was like, you can do whatever you want for 33 years, but at the end of said time period, I get your soul, and you come with me. And then, like, the whole book, he's just, like, fucking partying his ass off, like, getting money, fucking all the bitches. And then, obviously, like, when, time comes and, like, getting close to the thing, he's like, oh, fuck, I wish I wouldn't have done that. And then Mephistopheles like, oh, fuck, you gotta come with me, dude. Soul to soul.
Damn.
So, yeah, it's a wild book. But that's like a lot of those.
Faust.
So like you'll hear like when they describe like some movies and stuff, like
Yeah, they
film
talk
buff,
about Faust.
they'll be like it's like a Faustian movie or whatever it is. Yeah, it's so funny. Like at the end, it's like, yeah, dude, it was like it's literally. I gotta look up the time period, but it's literally like only like 30 years. Which is like so not worth it at all.
No, it doesn't.
Like I don't think it's even like 1 million years. It's like. It's like not even that long.
Damn.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. The devil for his knowledge. Yeah, so he gets all the knowledge of the devil. So he just had to fuck bitches, become depressed after an attempt to take his own life. So he tries to kill himself. He calls on the devil for further knowledge. That's
ballsy.
You don't hear that too often.
You don't hear that.
When somebody's about to kill themselves, and
You're
fuck.
not thinking clearly, I suppose.
Devil. So he gets to indulge in all the pleasure in the world. In response, the devil representative Mephistopheles appears. Mephistopheles will serve Faust with his. So Mephistopheles he's just basically his bitch for the whole time. He can literally be like, I want this right now. Mephistopheles will do it. Like, I want to fuck this girl right now, and then he just like snap his fingers and he gets to do it. For a set number of years, but so I guess I don't even. It probably changed throughout. Different years,
Yeah, man.
Y'all don't have to read that.
No.
24 year. That's not long enough to sell your soul to the devil.
It's not long enough.
24, dude.
24 years is nothing.
That's nothing.
Yeah,
Not
when
for-
did you start? When you were like fucking 16? You're out at 36?
Yeah.
Or no, well, not 36, but that
16 to 36. What do you think 16 plus 24 is?
I don't know.
40.
40. Yeah.
40. What, 16 to 16, 24 years? 36, dude. Sounds like Beetlejuice on Howard Stern.
Yeah.
What number comes after 2? 36?
36.
Beetlejuice is the best.
Damn. Dying at 36.
I'm just fucking
Or
stupid.
40.
I can tell.
Yeah.
Dying at 40. Not even they're dying, but like your soul goes to hell.
Yeah, your soul goes to hell.
Yeah.
It's like at least when I think I die, like I don't know, I'm not the most Christian man, but it's like I feel like I got like
But I ain't trying to sign a deal with the devil.
I feel like I don't know if I have high percentages, but I feel like I got a shot. I got a shot for the good place.
Yeah, hopefully I do.
I'm not gonna just sell it away.
Yeah, it's
I'm not
not.
at the end of my life going, fuck it, the devil. It's a bad time to become a Satanist is
It's crazy.
on
man.
your deathbed.
It's crazy, dude. But at the same time, it's like I said out here. It's like I feel like kind of work for some Satanists.
Yeah, probably.
Some of the women that pay me, there's some odd women, and they're powerful.
That'd be wild, dude. You're
Pay
like
my checks. It's weird.
talking to your grandfather on his deathbed and he's about to die, and like right before he dies, you go, I just wanted to tell y'all that I'm gonna confess my soul to the Lord Satan. And he's just like, hail
He, like,
Satan.
sits up there.
Hail Satan. And he's like, put his tongue out.
And then he dies.
And he
Yeah,
dies.
yeah, that would traumatize me so fucking hard. That traumatized me so fucking
His head
hard.
spins
dude.
around.
I can't say it was traumatic, but one of the craziest things that happened to me was an old lady. Not today at a nursing home, luckily, but because I've been performing them with Polly Wally.
Oh.
But no, one time me and my sister were visiting my grandmother in a hospital in Tampa, and as we're in the elevator going to see my grandma's room, there was an old lady there and her nurse sitting there. And she's like, "Oh, hello." And she's like, "Oh, nice to meet you."
In the elevator?
In the elevator to me and my sister. And she goes to my sister Tiffany. And she's like,
The devil is real.
she didn't say that, but she goes, "Excuse me?" And Tiffany goes, "Yeah." She said, "Can you do me a favor?" She's
Shoot
like,
me.
"Yeah." She's like, "Can you give me a gun so I could shoot myself?" With
And
the
it was a
thing?"
nurse?
No, that's
No,
what
an old
that's
lady.
what the old lady said.
Yeah.
And then the old lady was like, the nurse was like, "Oh, I freaked out." She's like, "Oh, Miss Jenkins, we told you don't make jokes like that with people you don't know. Don't make jokes." And they got off on the next floor. But just in that 20-second interaction, she turns to my sister and asks her for a gun to shoot herself.
Damn, dude, you know that
We were
nurse
just like, "Whoa."
pulled her into the hallway. It was just like, what did I fucking tell you about about convincing people in the elevator to kill you? We're gonna keep you along as we
Yeah,
want.
we need that insurance.
As long as we want, Miss Jenkins. Now you shut your fucking mouth.
Now go back to knitting those socks.
Yeah. They
Your
strapped her up.
family made this decision, not you.
Yeah, they just strapped her arms down and goes, try killing yourself now, Miss Jenkins. No one's ever gonna find you again.
And then they leave her in a room and,
And now
she's just
you're-
watching.
And they just dig through a purse and pull out like a 20.
They're 20 and they walk and like feed her applesauce. and
Yeah,
get out.
yeah, yeah.
Take your applesauce.
Just mainlining applesauce into her vein.
It's crazy, man.
Put a gun on her chest that she'd never be able to use.
I remember, like people like, the president lose their mind and stuff. When my grandmother was at the point where she was in a nursing home, it was still confusing to me to really address when she was crazy. But it really crystallized itself when she took me aside and she's just telling me, she's like, "They raped me." And I was like, "What?" And she's like, "Every day they rape me." And
In a nursing home?
in the nursing home we had her, she told me, she's like, "They take me to a Chinese restaurant where there's a buffet and they take me in the kitchen." And that's where I was like, "Oh, okay," because I was ready to feel like killing some people over the original "they raped me." But once you started hitting me with the Chinese restaurant, I was like, "Oh no,
Dude.
you're losing grip on sanity."
That is such the perfect crime to be doing all that shit to old people's grandmas. And then just right before their family comes in, just be like, tell them. Let's see if they believe you. Let's see if they believe you
fucked up.
about the
No, that
Chinese
happens.
restaurant.
That happens, and they catch them. They put cameras.
Well, you raped me in the Chinese restaurant? Yeah, tell them. I bet they believe you. Grandma Coke.
Grandma Coke.
Grandma
man.
Coke. Let them. Tell them.
Actually, speaking of which, kind of ironic, but
Tell them about the orange chicken.
my birth mother died when I was 3, but my grandmother was always very close, and she was kind of obsessed with the fact that my mom died, and so she kept a lot of her shit. But she never told me till I was 20. She had all this shit, but my mother, as my grandmother says, probably loved Pepsi more than I love Coke. And my name was already Coke back then.
Still
Coke
got
Hard.
soft drink in your
my,
blood.
My mom had Pepsi everything. Pepsi shirts, Pepsi stuff all in her room. And the doctors told her if she didn't die of smoking, she would die of drinking Pepsi. And she was so it was like a weird, ironic thing to learn when I'm like 21. And I was like, that's hilarious.
Well, we had to fucking, in a way, not force, but force like it in my dad's head that he couldn't drink Coca-Cola because he loved Coca-Cola. My dad loved Coca-Cola. That's all he would drink. And William, give me a Coca-Cola from fucking gas station or whatever.
Yeah, man.
And what do you call it? Yeah, I mean, and then we got him on Coke Zero. But he would always drink just Coke Zero, Coke Zero, Coke Zero. That was one of his things. You get him.
To me, it's like, what's the point? I'm not drinking. If Coke Zero, not for me, but I drink 3 Cokes a week now, as opposed to like 3 a day at least.
Yeah, I mean, I love soda, but then you know that it's just fucking pure sugar.
It really
That's
is.
all it is. Like, so
It's slowly signifying itself more in my mind as I
Yeah.
get older. I'm like, I'm drinking sugar.
yeah, and
Yeah,
like
it's kinda trippy.
I love the Baja Blast when I go to like Taco Bell.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, but then I have to now get it like 0 sugar, and you're like, it's not the same. It's
That's what I'm
not
saying. The
same
Coke
at all.
Zero, it's like, what's the point? Diet Coke is trash. Diet Pepsi's not bad, but still, like Coca
I mean,
Cola.
they actually
Drink,
had it with
just
Coke
drink them
back in the
less.
day. Could you imagine having that one? They're the only company that is allowed to grow fucking the coca leaves and like still use them.
Yeah, just dominate the market.
Yeah, I mean that's crazy.
You know, I've done that. It took me like one day. I was like, accidental chaos. It randomly hit me. I was like, I'm surprised no one's ever asked me this. And they're like, what? And I took some cocaine and I poured it in my Coca-Cola and I drank it.
Did you?
Yeah, and I was like, I've never done that, and I
Wow.
felt like that was a question I was gonna get asked eventually. Like, cocaine used to be in the
Have you
original
done that?
Coca-Cola.
You've done.
I did that once. Yeah,
How much coke did you fucking pour in there?
not enough that I felt like did anything more than
Then it was
me
already-
doing the cocaine I was doing unlimitedly.
Yeah.
It was a good time, a good vibe at the time, no matter
Yeah,
what.
definitely.
Did it work?
Mm-hmm.
It worked.
Felt like it worked just as much as
Yeah, you're getting it in your body.
all the other
Damn. So
cocaine.
what are you gonna pour like a half a G into like a fucking Coke bottle and just drink it?
Nah, it's got to be so much worse for you for like your liver and kidneys processing that, and it's processing cocaine. At least with your nose, like it's all getting mainly just straight into your bloodstream.
You think so?
Yeah, I guess your whatever is gonna process it anyway. With
I mean,
your
you're still
kidneys, do
swallowing
they
it
process
'cause-
your blood or your liver?
You're still swallowing it because you're
Kidneys?
sniffing it down. You get.
Yeah, so it's gonna get in there anyway. But for some reason, I think it's worse.
Yeah, I mean,
Going through
I
your
don't know.
stomach can't be
But that's a
good.
hell of a move. A fucking Coca-Cola with Coke and just.
It's right.
All right,
It's old school.
I risked my life.
Yeah, but you would have to. I don't know. I,
did.
mean, I think it's processed
good to the people.
differently.
Yeah, dude, I had to get it done.
Processed differently.
It's probably processed. Yeah, I think you still get fucked up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's just like when you gum it.
It's like I do like putting on my
He's
tongue.
like, I do love a
I
good
do
gum.
like the gum in it. My nose gets stuffy.
Whole book is it's about like a road dog comedian. It's like a piece of shit, and like, you know what I mean. He's like 50, but like still a road dog, and it's a very descriptive book. But like he like talked about like in some page I read the other day, it was like I did a line of cocaine and it felt like I was wearing somebody else's teeth, and I was like, wow, I know that feeling so well. Like when it just feels like you're wearing dentures, kind of, because all your teeth go numb. Yeah, that's how you know it's good.
I didn't know.
Because I know it's good because I feel like I'm wearing somebody else's teeth.
Damn, yeah.
It's cocaine's scary.
How so?
I don't know. Like I feel like before I moved here, I was always like, you know what I mean. I would like do it. I'd do it, and I would like see it in movies, but I would always just be like, wow, I see how that is, but I didn't know anybody who was ever that much of a cokehead. Then like when I moved here, I'm like, oh yeah, I can see how that could get that way. Like I mean, you know what I mean? Like I mean, I'm not like so unvictim to it either, but like, you know what I mean? Like when you start doing it a bunch, you're like, oh yeah, I could see how. And you
This can
see
destroy
people,
your
it's
life.
like, yeah, I can see why it's depicted that way.
Yeah.
It makes perfect sense.
Well, how I used to
Picture
live.
How like it's a.
I like Wolf of Wall Street Coke. Where they're just like making money and then
Yeah.
not like scary junky Scarface, or, you know what I mean? Something like that. Where's the bad parts?
Mm-hmm.
I like my cocaine in movies romanticized, is basically what
Yeah.
I'm saying. But yeah, when you see some people, you're like, oh, I get it. I can see exactly how it gets like that.
Yeah, I mean, some motherfuckers just can spend everything.
Yeah. It's just the sleep. I think the sleep was what ends up really fucking you up.
What do you mean? Oh, not
The
sleeping.
not sleep. I think that's when you really see the craziness. If you're just like doing it on the weekends or whatever, it's fine. You're using like at like just to party more.
Well, that was always my thing. That's when I would feel like insecure about is whenever I watch the sun coming up. I'm like,
Yeah.
God damn it.
Oh yeah.
What am I doing? There's kids going to school.
Yeah, and I think when you
You know?
lose that feeling, that's how you get fucked. when you lose the feeling where that doesn't even
Phase
you don't
you.
even you don't even bat an eye at the sun coming up.
Oh no, I always feel bad.
I do too, but I'm saying that's how you know
Yeah.
you've gone too far.
Yeah.
When like that doesn't even.
I mean, I've steamrolled through. That's
Sure.
like a fun thing, but yeah, I definitely regret it. That's the beauty of like the club when it was dark. You know, you go outside and you're like, oh yeah, this is reality.
it's
Yeah,
casino.
well, I mean,
This
that
is-
was
this
that
is-
was
I hated that. That was
this
the
is-
worst.
This is
That was
the light
after
hour.
That wasn't the beauty at all. That was
after
the
hours
worst.
like that.
It was a lot of fun that I'm glad we're all over. I'm glad we've all gotten through it and we don't do that anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I was talking to Adam the other day. I was like, yeah, I think we all like pretty much hit our limit where we were like, yep, that's it.
Yeah.
Towards even the end of it, it was like, you know, you participate every now and then just because you get roped into it because it's so easy. Mm-hmm. But yeah, towards the end, it was still like, yeah, this is about as far as you can take this train.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
You know, I mean, you're sober. We're stone coke sober.
Yeah, man.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
I did do something like 3 weeks ago, but
well, that's whatever.
that was just
Every now and then it's whatever.
during the daytime. That's my rules. Basically, I said I feel bad when I see the sun come up. So usually I try never do it after midnight. Now,
guys-
more importantly,
yeah.
the few times I've been doing it.
Yeah, there's bachelor parties
during
and
the
stuff like
day.
that. Like you go to Vegas, and you know what I mean. It's time and place. Just like any drug, you gotta respect.
No, it was me and Ray watching South Park, the movie. That's when it was going to Universal
Yeah,
Studios.
nice.
But I was like, fuck it, it's
You
4
went to
p.m.
Universal Studios fucked up as hell.
I mean, just did cocaine.
Oh, for
Yeah.
To me, that doesn't really
Right?
count as my.
You
No,
did it all night?
no. He just did it before he went to saw them. This is recently.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow,
that was
okay.
last time I did it. Was me and Ray to go watch
Yeah.
the fucking South Park fucking re-putting out
Geeked
South
up.
Park the movie. Geeked up a little bit. It was fun. It was fun.
Well, yeah, I think like all that shit. There's just time and place.
Yeah,
I mean, you're in a bachelor party. You're in Vegas. Whatever. You gotta respect the drugs.
Yeah.
As people stop respecting them, that's when it gets dicey.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
I've seen motherfuckers that.
disrespect it. Sometimes I feel like I'm disrespecting mushrooms to some extent. When I like take mushrooms and I'm just like hanging out, like
I mean, I used
at
to
like
have-
the club or something. It's definitely not what it's for at all.
Well, yeah, I have a bit about that where I'm like, just like who in the drug dealer convention, like on Drug Con, was like, "Hey, we got to bring back mushrooms," like because they
They're-
weren't,
dude,
they were
they're-
down for a while.
They're the new weed.
yeah,
they're the
it was
new weed.
like-
It's
like,
craziness.
you didn't hear about it for a while. Like
Everybody I
in
knew
high
does
school.
mushrooms.
And
yeah. There's
now-
mushroom chocolates. I was on mushroom chocolates last week. Me and Alex.
And it's like not even just here. It's like
They're
all across the whole country.
accessible.
Like, all my-
Especially here, though. I mean, it is
Sure.
definitely a big uptick.
But I
here.
know some of my friends back home, like girls, guys, like who like would have never ever
Yeah.
done that, and now they're just like,
Yeah.
you know, do something.
Microdosing.
Yeah,
It's because
yeah.
the whole microdose. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
saying it's good for anxiety or whatever, depression. You know, so
Yeah,
people
probably is.
yeah, exactly.
For some people,
I'm not against any of it. Yeah, but people been exposed to it in a way that they felt comfortable by hearing about.
yeah,
it.
it's crazy here. You go to comedy shows, people just be tossing them out.
Yeah, 100%.
Like literally, all the weed vendors now have mushrooms.
Yeah.
it's crazy. It's awesome.
It's cool.
Yeah,
I think on some level it's probably bad.
I
but-
never done
Yeah, it's
well.
really bad.
Yeah, I never done so
I
much
think it's
shrooms, so I
good.
moved out here. I'd say that much.
But yes, at some level, my moral compass goes, this is good.
yeah, I remember. When
I'm
my-
all for it being legal and not getting in trouble for it.
I
but
remember my moral compass was scared of shrooms and stuff. And now I look at it, same thing, so accessible,
yeah,
so much more normalized. It's like, okay, fuck it.
you're not gonna kill anybody on mushrooms. You're killing people on mushrooms, dude. You got
I don't understand.
wild
it.
stuff going on. Kill anybody in general for sure, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
mushrooms are so like, hey, sorry.
but isn't that kind of like what people
My bad.
think about having a bad trip? Like, I feel lucky to say I haven't had a bad trip, but doesn't it make you? That's how people can go crazy. Like, because that's what I thought before I did acid. I was like, what if I have a bad trip
Yeah,
and I
then it stays
snapped and I
forever.
I never knew that I had like some. I'm gonna snap and attack everybody type of thing.
I think you would know.
and then luckily I just didn't.
I think
You
those
would
people
know.
know on
That's why you
some
snap.
level.
But I thought
Yeah, but
that
I think
was-
it's somewhere deep in them. But I feel like at some point they kind of know. Like they smoked weed before, and they've at least contemplated the fact of like, damn, I kind of want to kill everybody.
Yeah.
And then they just take the acid one time, and it actually goes, all right,
Damn.
this is
And
it.
Go through with
This
it.
is it.
Just
That's
turn
what I'm
into
saying. I
fucking
think
Rambo.
okay, so not shrooms, but there's a
True, acid maybe.
similarity between the two. But acid's an extreme enough one to make you react that way.
Acid's when you're on acid, you're like, I could see it.
Because I never done like a hero dose or nothing, so I also
No.
am scared of shrooms.
Acid's a
and
hero dose.
Acid is a hero dose, but there you go.
Yeah.
If you do a hero dose of
I was
shrooms,
gonna- Yeah,
I think you could.
I've taken over an eighth of mushrooms. It's just so much more. I don't know. Mushrooms are almost like you're just like, you know what I mean? Like if you like accidentally cut someone off in a conversation, you're almost like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah.
It's very crowd friendly. Acid, like when you're on acid, you're almost kind of like, damn, I could see how this goes south. It's not gonna go south, but
Yeah.
I could. It's
Oh,
like,
no.
If I'm right here and the cliff is right here, I'm teared.
1,000,000%. I remember thinking
Yeah.
that directly on acid.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know I haven't had a bad trip, but I was like, you could just see how I can't control anything.
Yeah, it could.
None of this is my control, and I'm like, I'm glad it's going okay, but this is it could easily happen.
Yeah, you're
I
sitting in the
felt that way.
passenger seat and
Yeah.
someone's driving the bus.
100%.
And they could either be a Miss Frizzle from Magic School Bus, or they could be
You know?
like the Night Stalker. Yeah.
Well, the times I did it, there was like close people that passed in my life and things that I was like nervous of, like whether it's gonna be like some big open thought, and it wasn't, and I was like, okay, but it could, but it's just
You could see
It's
it.
a journey. It's a fucking journey, man.
You could see.
I think I'm kind of Like
Was that 2 hours?
Yep.
Yeah, let's call this thing.
call it?
Bada bing,
Bada bing,
bada,
bada
boom.
boom.
Signing off.
We want to make that a rule? Like, was it 2 hours or
Usually, yeah.
just felt that way right now?
I like to at least say something.